your respawn game mode to be where it needs to be, and now we're in the ban and protect phase. Map 1 is going to be Fringe Hardpoint, one of my favorite game modes in the entirety of Black Ops 3, and the first ban is coming from Scump. It's a concussion, getting those tacticals right off the board.
I mean, OpTic Gaming's game plan is to make it as gun-on-gun as possible. Overclock will be taken out by CLG, and you know, from what we saw from CLG yesterday in their match, they're doing some different things in the ban and protect phase. It's not the same 4 things every single match now.
That was one of our biggest complaints about this team, is that it seemed like they always just kind of banned out the
when we're
expected.
able to predict what CLG are going to do, there's a problem there.
Killa getting rid of the flashbangs, wants to make sure those are off the table. Definitely kind of listen to the call-outs of this OpTic Gaming squad. Rapid fire goes. You expect high caliber. I wouldn't be surprised to even see kind of CLG target Scump and getting rid of that kinetic armor in this map as well.
I mean, it's so tough to target Scump, though. I mean, sure, you could take away his kinetic armor, but there's certainly other specialists you could get done with.
Yep.
You think back to their match against Jester, what was it, like 5 SMGs get banned out there? Trying to target Scump didn't work out well for Jester.
Hey, he used that Razorback and did just fine. There goes the high caliber ban by BL Fire, and now we're down to Perplexed and Formal to finish things out. Honestly, this is really up in the air for me. They could go wherever they want with this one. Formal's going to ban out the Shiva, and now Perplexed as the final pick in this protect and ban.
Maybe it might be kinetic armor. Smoke grenades still in play. We talked about Killa. He likes to use those.
There
and
it is,
will be kinetic armor. So I think this is a fairly standard kind of picks and bans phase, and that's obviously going to favor OpTic Gaming here.
All right, well, we are heading into the specialist draft, and Methods instantly grabs himself that Purifier. No surprises there, as he is one of the best in the game with that specialist.
So whenever we see kind of like the Purifier in play, it's either like Stronghold, Breach, or Fringe. And the thing with using it here on Fringe is there's one hard point where it's going to get good use out of it, and that's going to be the Grandma's hard point. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on Methods to see how we could use it in that specific hard point.
Oh, for sure. And Killa's going to match that of Felony with the active camo. Scump with that Heat Wave. Tempest being grabbed by Karma. Love to see the difference kind of in the specialist draft that we've seen, especially in the last 2 weeks. Sparrow and Tempest seeing much more kind of play here in the COD World League. Revan, I am pumped for CLG versus OpTic Gaming. We just had a great recap show. If you missed that one, the VODs will definitely be up on YouTube soon enough.
Yeah, for sure.
We went through the kind of the breakout players, the best S&D players, the best objective players, the best slayers, and then obviously mid-season MVP. We gave it to Scump. We'll see if he can continue that one in the second half now of the COD World League Stage 1.
I'm excited to see how this Tempest affects the game.
Yeah.
I think for sure we're going to see it maybe saved for like the Rails hardpoint, but it could really be good anywhere on this map. I really want to see how that comes to play. I know Karma's been kind of messing around with the Sparrow as of late.
Definitely.
But he's going to be using the Tempest here. Certainly see some interesting plays come from that.
Now, if you're wondering what the maps will wind up being tonight, I'll quickly kind of read through them as you saw there. Fringe Hardpoint is map number 1. Map 2, S&D on Breach. So talk about a great map for replays to play later on Luminosity, one of his favorites. Then Evac Uplink, Stronghold CTF, which is the map that OpTic Gaming lost in Game 4 to lose that series to Dream Team. And then to finish things out, if it goes all the way, S&D on Hunted. One that's really kind of an up-in-the-air type of game mode for me. Not too sure which squads are going to be able to take that one home.
Yeah, so kind of looking at the maps, I don't think OpTic kind of want to go all the way to that Game 5 just because Hunted, we say it every time we see it played. It's probably the least practiced search and destroy map.
Yep.
But you certainly see some interesting plays. I mean, thinking back to the Millennium Vitality game when it went all the way to Hunted, like that was a crazy game.
That was nuts. That final team kill in round 11. But it's always key. Stay involved on Twitter. Be a part of the conversation. I read all the tweets. I know you read all the tweets. Yeah. Tweet us your predictions at RevanJB, at CourageJD. Can CLG avoid relegation and begin to turn things around in the second half of Stage 1? Use that hashtag CWLPS4. You say they got a couple weeks. You think they can make it happen?
Yeah, for sure. I think if you look at kind of like the 9th place team all the way down, or like the 8th place team, 8th place you need to get to avoid relegation, there are not many wins, you know, separating these teams. So CLG, they're starting to turn things around. They got a win last night. But tonight, they're going up against OpTic Gaming. Definitely going to be a bit tougher for them.
All right, well, map number 1 is loading up to finish out Week 6 of the COD World League. The first matchup of the night, CLG versus OpTic Gaming. The game mode, Fringe Hardpoint. Score limit 250, time limit 5 minutes. And overall, the respawn delay is disabled.
There is none.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how Killa fits into this OpTic Gaming squad. We've seen this team kind of change up their roles before. how are they going to kind of adapt to having Killa on the team? And it's only right that we join him off the start. And guess what he's got, Revan? He's got the smoke grenades. Killa showing his true self in this game 1.
I mean, I remember kind of watching him play 8s the other day. You know, he was saying smokes could have a huge effect on the game, especially if you use them correctly. Could be very useful. And Scott, man, he's already off to a hot start. Let's switch over to him. 2 kills to his name as he's pushing out the lanes for his team. BL5 responds by picking up 2 of his own. Scumpy can't finish the kill, as now he's the last player alive for OpTic Games, just trying to maintain this forward position, but he gets pinched in and taken out.
You just watched him, and that was probably one of the most awkward engagements I've seen in Black Ops 3. Scump just couldn't get up into that window. Felony gets the better of Killa there. CLG regain control of the hard point. They've got the positioning they want, but as I say that, Karma gets a 2-piece as he goes in for the break, and let's see quickly if BL Fire is using that same anti-up class. So this is something that a lot of players kind of have began to voice their opinions about. They're not too sure if they agree with the decision to run anti-up over the likes of fast hands, especially on an AR class.
I mean, you saw it come into play there. He's not able to kind of bring his gun up quick enough to contest that player coming out of bricks, and he gets taken out because he did not have fast hands right there.
Well, OpTic Gaming are on the rotation. You can see who's that all the way in the back of the map. Oh, it was actually Formal, but he gets spotted by Felony. So instead of being the player to watch that side back alley flank, he's going to fall. Killa still on the hard point for OpTic Gaming. He's got Karma watching over him. Formal set up with the AR as well. Killa's got to be having a smile on his face right now with 2 of the better AR players in Black Ops 3 as his main guardians. And as I say that, though, he falls, and it looks like CLG have begun their choice and opportunity at breaking this hard point.
Also important to note that Karma and Killa, they won a world championship together, so these guys definitely familiar with each other's playstyle. But CLG, they are putting up a fight. I definitely think CLG's best game mode has to be hardpoint. It's just how are they going to win the next few game modes. So CLG off to a good start here. They have the lead, but time starting to wind down here in the Junkyard hardpoint. All about Grandma's coming up next.
Killa with the nice strafe down onto Perplexed. And right there, he gives up those final 10 seconds. He just wants to rotate towards this next hard point. I actually like that decision from him, especially for Grannies, where it's one where you can get all 60 seconds. And right there, Karma just turns and burns onto Methods. OpTic Gaming in full control of top Grannies. We'll see how long they can hold this hard point for.
I like CLG's decision right there. BL Fire, he kind of spawned up near the back Junkyard alley.
Yep.
Started making his way towards Auto, then he was like, you know what? I can't push through that direction. It's so tough to, you know, make it out of there alive. Backs up, regroups with his teammates over near mid-street. Unfortunately, they will not be able to break the hard point, but it's good to see that they have those type of plays already in the back of their mind.
I mean, I love this decision from OpTic Gaming. They tell Killa, just sit in the hard point and just play in the objective. And look at his score right now.
Like
he's got 57 seconds already in the hard point and growing. He's the #1 reason why OpTic Gaming have that score on the board. But look at how far pushed up he's letting his teammates go. Karma in middle map alongside Formal right now, killing any player before they can even try to contest Killa. And oh my God, Formal is not missing. He's on a combined 10 streak with Killa. Almost 11 there, but he does finally get cut down.
Killa's got streaks already, 25 points away from the Cerberus. If he's able to get these, it's going to be a huge impact on the game as he's just kind of hanging out in your top Grandmas. I fully agree with him just kind of playing for the streaks
Cerberus,
right here. And there you go,
Killa.
picks up the kill, earns the Cerberus. OpTic Gaming looking good, man, as they have a 30-point lead.
Oh man, he's going to call that thing in right away with a smile on his face. He's got his streaks. He's dropped it down on the map near that rail side. He's winning gunfights in the hill. Killa does it all, folks. Making a name for himself now in the COD World League. Really hoping to see Killa get picked up by a team here in the coming weeks. You know, as we mentioned, rosters begin to lock next week. Will Killa find himself a new home? That remains to be seen.
Yeah, Killa, I mean, good game sense shown there. He turns around, finds the CLG players off respawn, contests that as his teammate Formal just trying to maintain control of the hard point. As CLG break in, there's only 10 seconds remaining. It's fine for OpTic Gaming to kind of give it up.
One thing to point out, Revan, when we were on that auto hard point, when CLG was in the narrow lead, they were outslaying OpTic by about 4 kills. Yes, obviously very minimal. Now you look, Karma over double positive, Formal positive 3, Killa fully streaked out with the Cerberus down on the map. Karma playing so confidently right now. He's winning every engagement we wind up watching. And I mean, when he's hitting shots like this, as he finally does die to Felony there, tough gunfight for him. After the first rotation of hills, though, it's OpTic Gaming with a 40-second lead.
Yeah, but CLG trying to battle back. The Hellstorm missile gets called in from Killa. As CLG just kind of forced to back up here. And here we go. More streaks being called in. So everything being spent by Killa right here. And there you go. 3 go down from CLG. Finally the last one alive. Camo gets popped from Killa as he looks over towards back barn. Turns away just in the nick of time, but he would have saw somebody maybe picked up the kill. Luckily for CLG, they stay alive over near barn. Still, OpTic Gaming, they control the hard point. You got Scumpy in there now. It's Killa starting to roam. Yep.
if he hits his timing perfectly, he's going to get 2 kills here. Got one. Shot still coming down. He's got to reload, but now look, instead of being able to push the pressure on the hard point, Killa gets a second. He tries to follow up with more. Somehow still alive. Finally, BLFire takes him down, but Killa just let OpTic Gaming get control of that middle hard point yet again. They're on the rotation. Everything going right for the green wall at the moment, led by this man Killa, who's 17 and 13.
And you see kind of how he's using his smoke grenades, right? He's just cutting off these important lines of sight from CLG. If somebody were to kind of set up near cover in that back alley, couldn't see anything through that smoke grenade. Obviously, they're not going to be using thermal sight, so there's really no way CLG can counter the use of smokes from Killa here.
I got the opportunity to kind of play the other night with Killa. He was my team captain in Nate's lobby. He's very vocal about letting his teammates play to their comfortable role. Look at Karma right now. He hasn't even had to get near the hard point because Killa has selflessly hopped in. Killa trusts his old teammate there to watch over with that AR, and it's paying off at the moment. CLG doing what they can to try to fight back into this game. On the rotation again, it's Karma, but he's got 4 CLG players beginning to push from goal.
Yeah, these are some important interactions that Karma's about to have as Streak's being called in. It's going to be Scump this time. He takes down BLFire. That's going to allow Karma to comfortably set up here, but they also know that there are more CLG players over near the upcoming hardpoint. Let me just switch over to Scump. Okay, so he has a lightning strike, and he's going to go ahead and use it here.
He's going to wind up seeing 2 players inside of Granny's. Also the spawn up near Tin. Will this be enough time for OpTic Gaming to begin to push on in from rails? BLFire gets 2 methods now with that purifier. We'll see what he's able to get done with this specialist inside the hardpoint.
Well, you can't go through this front window now that you know methods has a purifier, and it's such a short rotation light. Now he's looking at the back window. He's going to find one more here. More players for OpTic Gaming trying to contest. He does find one more kill, but he gets taken out. It's going to be Formal immediately entering the hardpoint, and this is such a dangerous position for Formal to be in. He could get a lot done here.
Some player has snuck by, though, from CLG. Who's at the back? It's actually BLFire. Being a little sneaky beaver, now going to get himself in towards bottom mansion, wins that first gun battle versus Scump. Now he tries to chase up onto Formal.
He's so weak, he can't challenge.
Formal knows he's up there, and BLFire can't win the gun engagement. Formal with that LCAR, it's his pistol of choice. You know, we've seen in Europe how much more of a focus there is on the MR6. Here in North America, though, it's a great balance between the LCAR, the MR6, as well as that RK5 pistol. OpTic Gaming hold the final 30 seconds of the top Grandma's hard point. They lead by a minute, but now BLFire doing what he can to try to bring his team back into the game. He's got the scythe ready to go.
Yeah, he's already pushed on the other team's side of the map, but the scythe gets absolutely nothing done, as once again the Tempest will come out from Karma. Let's see what he can get done with this. Not guarding Scump there.
Well, obviously he's got some personal issues with Scump. They'll have to get that one sorted out as he shoots him right in the back with the lightning gun. The Tempest only getting 1 kill with that one, 2 if you count the team kill. Doesn't matter though, as OpTic Gaming are still in control. Killa earns himself another active camo. I mean, when you have Karma playing this well at 31 and 21, you don't really see how OpTic Gaming begin to lose a hard point like this.
Oh yeah, just so much slaying being done. Heatwave gets called in as well. OpTic Gaming, they break into the hard point once again. Scump's got one more player to take care of. Looks like it's going to be Methods right here, and Methods with the beatdown. So things, well, at least one thing going in the way of CLG, but as soon as that happens, he gets taken down. OpTic Gaming flood right in, but they all fall. So couple seconds going in favor of CLG, but as it stands, it's a 65-point lead for OpTic Gaming.
We've talked so much about OpTic Gaming so far this hard point, but Methods right now, 29 and 27, a minute and 2 seconds in the hard point. He's leading his team in almost every single category. The #1 reason why CLG are still kind of in this game, OpTic Gaming doing what they can though to continue to pull away. Formal sitting at that L-wall power position. Expect him to just continue to rake in kills unless Perplex and catch him off guard here on the flank.
Yeah, he's going to put himself in a good position. Finds one. His teammate gets the other inside the hardpoint. So CLG, they're making this one a game. You see the kill feed getting dominated by them right now, but they need to hold on. They need to maintain their setup and get these kills. Just kind of stop the waves of the OpTic Gaming players from getting close to the hardpoint. As Killa, he finds 2 methods. You're just talking a bit about him. Let's see if he can go big here for his team.
Well, he got 2. There's the third as well. Methods continues to just rotate on through.
I think he should rotate, get the points on the upcoming hard point, and play for his streaks.
Well, he's got 2 teammates there now. You can see OpTic Gaming going for one final pinch. On this hill, Karma will win that close gunfight. Both players spawning up outside Tin. Karma's Semtex, though, he knows exactly where he's at, and here comes the pinch from OpTic Gaming. The first entry comes in from that back Tin area. Perplex trades out 2, though. BLFire gets shut down by Formal. But it does look like CLG still have the number advantage in the hard point momentarily.
Yeah, they get the better spawns. They break in, retake
done,
control.
CLG.
They're only down by 40 points. They can come right back into the game if they hold on to the remaining time. You see OpTic Gaming members, they're starting to spawn out. So these CLG guys, they're spawning out as well. It's going to be a pinch kill coming from the back alley. Perplex, he's unable to find that kill. OpTic Gaming break in, as now they will rebuild the lead they once had. CLG, they're going to give up on the remaining time by the looks of it and set up for Grandma's.
Killa just soars on in there on his wings and takes him down 215 to 171. These final 10 seconds of scrap time will put OpTic Gaming within 20 seconds. And as you mentioned that, Karma hits another Semtex, and look at how far out Methods just spawned.
All the way across the map.
Oh my goodness, that could be the heartbreaker there for CLG. He's got to get back across middle. There's another OpTic Gaming player there on the flank. That's actually going to be Killa, who does get the kill, and Karma's in the hard point with the Tempest. He's not shooting at anything. He's just spraying, trying to see if he can get a kill. That's two that's going to chain together on the Methods. There goes the Purifier. Karma, you just made a hero play, whether you realize it or not. CLG, though, they still have control of the hill. 3 OpTic Gaming players fall. They get the tin spawn. With 35 seconds remaining on this hard point, OpTic Gaming are trying to close it out here.
That was such an insane Tempest play from Karma, but CLG, they're not out of it just
Karma
yet.
has 44 kills.
Yeah, 44 and 32.
Methods is 40.
Methods trying to do everything he can for his team, but that Purifier doesn't get much done here on Grandma's. I mean, this is really the one hard point where it could have such a huge impact. Unfortunately, he was set up early, then he got naded out. Then he made his way back across the map, whips out the Purifier, and then the Tempest shuts him down. But they're only down by about 20 seconds at the end of this hard point. You see OpTic Gaming members pretty far spread out, but they're fighting for position over towards the next one. Let's switch over to Karma. He's on his way towards the 50 bomb.
47 and 33. Don't do it to him. Thank you. Thank you for actually dying there. I might have actually passed out on stream. OpTic Gaming still up by 25 seconds. They're trying to break this hard point. CLG have mounted the comeback, but here's the big difference right now. They've got the pinch they want, whilst 3 CLG players are beginning to try to flood on in. BL Fire with the team kill. He's got the scythe ready to go, and Formal shuts him down. Another example of a specialist that could be so crucial on swinging things back around. It doesn't work out.
Look how far OpTic are.
They're so far spawned out. They've got to go for one more final break. You can see it's not possible for CLG to win off this hill, but OpTic Gaming don't want to let this one get any closer than it is right now. Felony finds 2 kills. You got Formal pushing on up. Karma almost at that 50 bomb, and it looks like CLG will do what they can to hold these last 10 seconds. But
OpTic are going to push for this.
Are going to go for the push onto the hard point. Karma's up close. He got his 49th kill there. Scum trying to get in the hill. It's not going to work out for him. And now CLG are within 7, but now Formal's got the scythe. He's going to be watching over middle street. Expect him to rain down shots with the pressure of that scythe, and this might just do it. They just need someone in the hard point. They haven't had anybody as of yet. Karma gets taken down by the score streak, and now CLG are back in the hill. They're within 5 seconds. You're going to see Felony call on the Cerberus on the map. It's all falling apart for OpTic Gaming, and CLG are mounting the comeback.
Felony going big, but CLG players starting to drop with the Cerberus. He's trying to make his way inside the hard point. 3 seconds for OpTic Gaming to close out, but CLG maintain control of the hard point. Can they close it out?
He got all 3 with the help of Methods. 247 and 247. The contest comes in from OpTic Gaming.
They're going to do it.
CLG are going to do it as OpTic Gaming over the break. That's going to do it. CLG beat OpTic Gaming in map number 1.
With Karma dropping 51.
What just happened? 47 kills, 48 kills from Felony and Methods. Karma drops 51. I just spit everywhere. I was yelling so much.
What an insane ending. I honestly didn't even see how Felony earned those score streaks.
Wow.
But, I mean, he goes big kind of in the final seconds. He has 15 defense in the game. Everybody on OpTic Gaming, they have over 10 defense. But what went wrong for OpTic?
That has to be not only one of the craziest hardpoint games I've seen in Black Ops 3, but look at the amount of engagements. 95 kills between Felony and Methods. That's like some advanced warfare type stuff. What, 98 between Karma and Formal? Karma drops 51 and 41 for the loss?
Absolutely insane game, especially you think about what happened in that second Grandma's hardpoint.
Oh my God.
Methods gets taken out as he was in good position to use the Purifier, makes his way back. The Tempest goes big for Karma, but OpTic Gaming, they don't get any time kind of on that second Rails hardpoint. They fall apart in the middle as Felony goes big. He gets a fully streaked out, controlling the Cerberus. CLG are able to make the comeback. What a crazy game to start the day off.
We have ourselves the after-action report here, and let's read into this one. Everyone on OpTic Gaming with over 10 defends. Perplexed was struggling at 30 and 44, but he's got 2 minutes in the hard point. Felony, I don't think he died on the final 2 hills. That was kind of the big difference between those 2 teams. In the end, though, it's OpTic Gaming losing by 3 seconds as CLG clutch up even without some of their major specialists on the final 2 hills.
I mean, I think at one point in the game, OpTic were up by, what, close to 70 points, and they let that lead slip. CLG not giving up till the very end, and this is why I love these new hardpoint rules, man. If we were playing kind of like a Black Ops 2 style hardpoint rules, OpTic Gaming, they closed the game out so early on, but because of the new introduction of this new hardpoint, CLG, they're able to battle back. They're able to make this crazy comeback happen. And, you know, Perplexed, he struggles a little bit, but you get big games out of Methods as well as Felony.
I mean,
finally, or 2 players, they come in, they help out BLFire. Not all the pressure's on BLFire to perform there.
I think Felony makes every correct play call there in the end. You can see he calls in the score streaks he needs to. He controls the Cerberus when he knows that he needs to get the kills on the map. He hides himself in L-wall so that he goes, oh, snap, wait, I need to actually be in the hill because now OpTic are trying to contest it. He gets out of his Cerberus, hops into the hard point. He goes to control the Cerberus again in the hard point. It doesn't matter because in the end, they win it. Felony, you know, I mentioned Felony with the 2-piece right outside small room as they rotated. That might have earned himself the streak there. We were trying to catch Karma dropping the 50 bomb because at that point, I see Formal pulling out the Scythe. They just lost their Scythe and Purifier. Next thing you know, Felony gets a couple more kills. He drops down a Cerberus on the map. They got themselves a Hellstorm that kills Karma as he enters on out, a 2-piece. That swung control back to CLG. What a game 1 between, and this is why they picked up, this new CLG squad. They're no jokes, especially in hardpoint.
You know, I've seen CLG come out to hot starts like this, especially at UMG South Carolina over the weekend. They dominated FaZe in that first hardpoint, but they fell flat in the game modes that followed up. Can CLG continue this momentum forward and show the same performance they did in map 1 coming up here on Search and Destroy? It's going to be on the map Breach. I love Breach for Search and Destroy. I hit some crazy snipes yesterday while I was playing some matches with the TK guys. But this is a great Search and Destroy map. I love the dynamic between offense and defense here.
Oh, for sure. And I think the big area that our teams are going to have to watch out for is those middle map pushes, right? You sometimes see someone hit that bottom middle map wall run where they try to sneak past the opposing players, hop up into greenhouse and snake right behind 2 players in broken, kind of catch them off guard, get the 2-piece they need to. We'll see if that winds up working out. We'll wind up having you join the Codcaster side of things so we can get into this game too. The question before that was, can CLG avoid relegation? Well, if they keep making plays like that, then yeah, they will. But obviously, OpTic Gaming, when you look at their kind of plays in those final couple hard points, what wasn't working out for them
that did early on in the game? The kills.
Yeah.
You know, they had all the tools available, right? Going into that final hard point, Formal takes out a Scythe. He puts himself top barn. He starts laying down covering fire. And then Felony hears himself streaks. He clears out everybody from OpTic Gaming. Formal gets taken out. You know, just being unable to chain together those kills in the final seconds is really what allowed CLG to take control of the entire game and win it from there.
That was an example, right, of a game where, and a thing in life where, you know those moments where something happens so crazy that your brain can't even realize it, like register it's happening. Like, is this actually going to happen? And in that final hill, you have Felony getting into the Cerberus, picking up 3 kills, hopping out of the Cerberus, getting in the hard point, getting back into the Cerberus, calling in a Hellstorm, doing everything for a squad that you could see at the end. I think they flooded it with 4 players. They just had everyone get in the hard point and just held it for the last 3 seconds to close it on out. OpTic Gaming couldn't get it done, but now as we move on further into this series, S&D Breach will be the next map. What do you want to see from the bans and protects now from CLG? Because we mentioned that they've been kind of getting a little bit more experimental with their bans. What do you expect to see from them in this map?
I think it's going to be pretty similar to what we saw on the hardpoint. I think both teams, they kind of have like the same idea. You know, when it comes to what they want to ban out, what they want to protect, if they want to protect anything. Maybe Overkill gets targeted. Maybe Kinetic gets targeted again. I don't expect to see really anything to go after the sniper rifles aside from maybe an Overkill ban, as I just said. I think the SVG will make it through. But, I mean, that remains to be seen. You know, CLG, they've obviously kind of talked amongst themselves. They've been improving their gameplay. Maybe they've kind of redrawn their game plan when it comes to these ban and protects.
Oh, definitely. And now you've got an OpTic team that finds themselves down 0-1. Obviously, they don't have Crim6 there, one of the big in-game leaders for this squad. Who do you think is going to be the guy that kind of steps up vocally for this team as they head into map 2?
I think it's got to be Scumpy. He's the captain of the team. You look for him to kind of rally the troops together. I mean, we were just talking about, when's the last time you see Scump have a bad game? Well, I mean, he goes 32 and 35. That's a little bit uncharacteristic from what we usually see from Scump. Yeah, obviously not too bad, but when we think of Scump, I mean, he is Season 1 or midway MVP. I mean, we were looking at some of his stats, and it was just ridiculous. So this is a bit of an underperformance from Scump, I think.
It's a little bit tough to find kills when your teammates get a combined 141 on the map.
There are only so many kills on the map. But
the ban and protect phase is now underway, and the first thing from BL Fire is the SVG, the targeting down of the snipers of OpTic Gaming.
All right, so let's see how Scump decides to follow this up now. OpTic Gaming, they love to get rid of the tacticals like the flashbang, like the concussion, which is going to be the first ban from OpTic Gaming. That's going to be the second players, Karma and Methods, to respond. Let's see what they decide to take out. Karma goes for rapid fire. The Locust gets banned out from Methods, so they don't want to deal with snipers at all.
Oh, they do not at all. The Locust goes right off the table. As we move on further, you could see the overclock ban from Perplexed. CLG definitely not wanting to have to deal with those long-range weapons, especially against OpTic Gaming.
Oh yeah, for sure. So Overkill still in the game, High Caliber as well, as we're making our way to the last two bans. Maybe something like a specialist ability as Felony takes out High Caliber. So Kinetic Armor still in play. Killa's got the last ban for OpTic Gaming.
Yep.
Let's see what he decides to do. He's running out of time.
Keep those
Is he gonna miss
on the table.
RK5. That's fine.
All right, well.
MR6.
Typically, you see the MR6 as the one getting banned.
Formal loves to use the LCAR, so.
Yeah, maybe it's something they discussed, but now into the specialist draft, you got Kinetic Armor up for Scump. He's going to pick that one up right away. No surprises there. BL Fire, maybe something like a Vision Pulse, potentially Active Camo.
I mean, I don't think you go for a Vision Pulse here just because all the other abilities make it through. So, you know, you think of maybe you'll see an Overdrive, but you're definitely going to see Camo. Definitely going to see Kinetic Armor. Definitely going to see Heat Wave.
Heat Wave still up for grabs for the CLG boys. It looks like Methods has elected to pick up Overdrive on this map. One that can get you to top middle before they even expect you to be there.
I think Killa goes for Overdrive here.
Psychosis from Formal. Thoughts on that one, Revan? We'll discuss as we finish out this specialist draft.
I think on this map it's a little bit iffy, but that's what we always see from Formal. He always goes after Psychosis no matter what map it is. So he's kind of one of the only guys that has been using it as consistently as we see from him. I mean, it's going to be no active camo on the side of OpTic Gaming. We'll see if that comes into play.
No active camo for OG. Wondering kind of maybe Formal practice a little bit more with Psychosis. I mean, we've seen him use it before.
Yeah. And he uses it well.
Brings it out. Yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't, but active camo, one that is really a fan favorite, a pro player favorite, especially in Search and Destroy and those respawn game modes. It just gets the job done for your team, especially on a map like Breach. You know, you got someone sitting on that top greenhouse area, you pop your camo, you rush right up to AC vent outside construction, and you get a free shot down on him, you catch him off guard. Don't know if that's going to come into play here. Psychosis possibly used more for like a bottom palace push
or a middle push
or middle.
You can't really use them at the B side. It seems like every time we talk about Psychosis on this map, we're like, wow, those clones, they love to just jump off the map.
Yeah,
they don't really get too much done.
Well, OpTic Gaming, if you are just tuning in, had the lead in game one, and then it all went away after Felony dropped the Cerberus on the map, called in a hellstorm. CLG win it 250 to 247. You know, I opened my Twitter for like a quarter of a second, and it was just stop casting.
The courage curse, man.
Guys, it's over, okay?
It's not over.
It's over. Yeah, you're trying to make it not over just because you love the banter with me, but it's over.
It really got to you, huh?
I started my new career as, you know, I'm now a professional COD player with Kanye. I don't know if you saw that tweet. We're teaming together now after Nate Shot is going to become a COD caster, so I need a new job now.
I mean, I've casted with Nate Shot before. I loved it back at PAX East in the day.
And you love casting with me, right?
Sometimes.
All right, Revan, I don't want to hear it as we finish up the score streaks here between these two squads. Remember, get involved on Twitter. Can CLG avoid relegation using that hashtag CWLPS4? Revan, OpTic Gaming lose map number 1. Do you see him taking this S&D breach to tie the series back up 1-1?
I mean, honestly, I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, OpTic Gaming, they're obviously playing with a different fort, so I think that's going to have some effect on their gameplay. But Killa, obviously a very capable player. And then you have a CLG squad. They're looking better and better as they play more with each other. I mean, they come out with a big win yesterday. They looked all right at the LAN at UMG South Carolina over this past weekend. Obviously, they were able to take down FaZe in convincing fashion on the first map, but then they dropped the next 3 after. So this is going to be a big question for me for CLG. Can they follow it up here in the Search and Destroy?
Heat Wave and Kinetic Armor up for both squads. As we get into things, Shiva has made it on through.
OpTic kind of learning from their loss against H2K. H2K really picked them apart over this past weekend.
Oh, yeah.
With the Shiva.
Honestly, like, we've seen what the Shiva can do, especially on a map like this where you got the top, middle to top kind of broken push. Off the start, Formal does get first blood. Felony trades it on out, but Karma finds one of his own. And now the final 2 CLG players are inside this construction building. Do they see the shadows? It does. I do believe so, as Killa strikes down one more. It's a 1v3. Methods last alive.
Yeah, they now know where Methods is. Methods actually finds 2. It's going to be Scump kind of looking for him. Methods picks up the 1v3.
We missed everything, Revan.
How do you not trade the kill here?
I'm speechless at what just happened.
Well, there's 1, 2. Turns around with the MR6. I mean, Methods also had his Shiva in his hands. He finds one in the bomb site, close range, turns around, takes down Scump after. I mean, OpTic Gaming, like, there are only 2 doorways to get into construction, right?
I'm going to be blunt. That should never happen.
Yeah.
Especially on something like construction. All you need is 1 player to flood in through the back door, which they had positioning.
Just go in both doors at the same time,
and then then you have the pinch come in from the final 2 players from each door after you bait out the first guy. OpTic Gaming somehow lose that first round, and that could be another example of kind of some issues with composure, especially after that first map. Now the CLG push begins. BL Fire going to die to the hands of Karma as he strikes first blood for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, and it was an early mid push from OpTic Gaming. They decide to rotate back. Perplex still watching the flank. He needs to push forward and kind of help his teammates here. Method's taking some fire. He's forced to back down as CLG is still trying to find a way into this round. Lots of Shivas being used by the CLG guys. I've seen 3 so far, as Felony now has 1. And he's going to find the kill for his team as he takes down Formal. So that might be the opening CLG needs.
It's really... You can just see how pinpoint accurate that Shiva is, especially on a push like this. Look at how confidently Felony can play from behind this bomb site, no matter where they peek from. He can even jump up and do something like that to Scump.
All right, listen, if you're OpTic Gaming and any future match you play, I think they're just going to start banning out the Shiva. I've seen them lose so many times, especially against H2K, against that one specific weapon.
Well, there you go. CLG closed it out. Perplexed. They had no idea he was in the back of their base. CLG now up 2-0 off the back of the Shiva of Felony. Here's your final kill cam. That LCAR-9 getting the job done. I mean, right now, when you kind of look at the scoreboard, you got a 3-0 Methods. He's got himself the HC.
You got 4-2 Felony.
4-2 Felony. To see how close is he to having his HC? He died. He died. Okay, good.
But looking through the OpTic Gaming members, you got half of a heat wave from Karma. He's the lead player right now. Dropped like 51 kills in the first map. 3-2 right now. Early nades coming out to try to stop this push middle map from CLG. As it's going to be Scump moving forward with the bomb. He's got Formal right next to him. Formal's going to put away the Shiva. He takes out the M8.
You surprised to see that right now from Formal? Or
I mean, they're just not having success with it. He's going to be able to obviously lay down more fire, but two bullets with the Shiva and you're dead.
Definitely, as Scump begins to inch on up towards the site. No trophies out for OpTic Gaming. 1 player has gotten up towards that bottom green, and that's going to be Formal dying first to the hands of Perplexed. The challenge does come on in, but no one's here to trade the kill on out, so Scump just dies without planting the bomb. Perplexed gets a little bit overeager there, but the pitch is coming in for BL Fire, and he gets both with the Shiva to make it a 3-0 round lead to CLG as they continue to run away with game 2.
All right, CLG, they're alive, man. They're carrying the momentum forward from that epic first map win. BL Fire around the back. He finds 2 easy kills.
4 bullets.
But what I'm seeing from OpTic Gaming is they're just unable to trade any kill right now.
Yeah, and I mean, what do you kind of do as a squad, Revan, at a moment like this in the middle of a map? Do you kind of talk to your team? Do you regain composure? What would you do if you were this team captain?
I think they definitely know what is going wrong right now. They just need to execute a bit better. Maybe they play a little bit slower, try not to force things as much, making sure that everybody's on the same page, and it's going to be a quick A bomb site hit from the CLG guys. You see all 4 members for OpTic Gaming, they're at B. Now they're going to start the rotation as they haven't seen anything, but by the time they get in a position to maybe contest over at A, the bomb's going to be planted. Finally putting himself in a good position to find 2 OpTic Gaming members, Killa and Karma, coming around the corner.
He should see the footsteps right up close. Felony going to peek on out, but Killa does take him down there. Perplex trades it out. Killa finds a second as well. That's going to give the number advantage to OpTic Gaming as BL Fire is getting tagged up. You can see 2 Shivas in the hands of the CLG players. Time is ticking down.
Coming around the flank. Watch out, BL Fire.
OG are going to have to push on in. Formal's going to find 1. It's Methods lifted another 1 on 3. He gets 1. Now the challenge comes in through bottom lobby, and no, not again, says Scump, as OpTic Gaming will win their first round. Killa on the 2 streak, getting the bomb defused. He's 100 off an HCX.
Came down to Felony, not being able to pick up one of the 2 kills that came his way. He put himself in a good position, just laying down behind the barrels, spots the feet of the first OpTic Gaming member, goes out to challenge, and he challenges the one going behind him. I think Felony missed an opportunity there, but CLG still looking good. At least OpTic Gaming are able to put a round on the board and stop the bleeding. They play for the trades there. They pick up the kills. They don't let Methods closer 1v3, and they win a round.
Well, OpTic Gaming find themselves an opportunity at life here in this game. Look at the danger close use by Karma.
He was using this in a previous round. He's going to kind of thrust over here.
Toss him top middle.
Yeah, throw him mid-map.
You can see that this might have an opportunity of connecting with someone top mid, and Formal does strike first blood. Karma's there to try to trade out the kill. He knows there's someone middle map. Did he see him right out the door? It does appear so. CLG just trying to get out alive after the teams trade the kills.
I think Karma spots both here. Sees one, going to try to adjust his angle, so he knows that two are middle map. Is enemy here to try to give him some covering fire?
No idea.
Come around the side.
Gets one. He's got to know there's a second player there, and Killa does clean it up, so Perplexed, he's now the one in the 1v3. OpTic Gaming, again, getting better at trading in this game.
That's all they had to do is
they
trade
get
out the
control
kills.
of top middle, and you can see they're just playing closer to each other in general now. Rather than Formal closes it out, the bomb is planted on top of that as well. I do believe Killa has earned himself some streaks.
We'll take a look.
Closes out the round.
Yeah, we'll take a look at him after this round and KILLCAM is done. But here you see Formal. He's got the Shiva back out, man. Takes out Perplexed, easy peasy. OpTic Gaming, they trade the kills. They work together as a team. They win their second round. CLG starting to slow down a little bit. Yeah. We'll see if they could pick it up. You said Killa's got some streaks. Yep. He's got the H60. He's got overdrive as well. Might be a round where he decides to use it. I don't think... Okay.
Oh, here he goes. Killa flying through the middle of the map. The Bald Eagle getting aggressive right towards bottom lab. He's been spotted. Now, how does Perplexed wind up playing this? He's going to get aggressive right to Killa. Killa runs right into the shots. Perplexed, I believe, shot. So Killa had to have known he was coming from that direction, but he doesn't adapt to it. And instead, he dies first. And that's an example of the downside of overdrive there, Revin. No trade opportunity for OpTic Gaming. Karma does sneak up to middle map. That's going to be bombed down. 3-on-3 now as they push towards B commences for CLG.
Yeah, Methods has had this HCXD for a little bit now. Surprised he hasn't decided to use it to maybe scout out over near the B bomb site or just get information in general. But now OpTic Gaming, they're starting to get a bit more comfortable on the map. They push up on the B site. They have all three players here. They're ready for the trade. CLG, though, they pick the bomb back up, and they're starting to move over towards mid-map in the A bomb site.
If I'm OpTic Gaming here, I keep moving together. I mean, you can see how CLG, they're so close to each other, and that looks like that's exactly what's going to happen for OpTic Gaming. One player about to peek top broken. They could see Methods, but I don't think the timing worked out just there. So many times in this side, in this round even.
And with 20 seconds, how do you expect to get the bomb down at the A site? Perplexed does find one on Scump. Balefire is going to try to lay this down, but Karma's right here. He spots the feet. That's the easiest kill you'll ever get. And then he spots the second player going for the bomb plant here. Another easy kill.
Okay.
Perplexed is now the last one alive.
And now, just like that, OpTic Gaming are going to win the round unless they, for some reason, body stack. That's not going to happen. Formal and Karma know better. That's a round win for OG. Karma does die at the end, but, I mean, you saw right there the hesitation from CLG.
The mistake they made there is Methods left top AC.
What I love, too, from Karma is he sees him, but he saw when the plant began, so he waited 3 more seconds, because then it forced Perplex, who was the next to try to pick up the bomb, to just immediately begin planting, because there was only 7.5 seconds left. That's a difference right there of, you know, maybe if Karma kills him right away, Perplex can peek out, get a kill on Karma, then plant it. No, instead, he's got to go right for that objective, and it comes back to bite him. OpTic Gaming, 3 straight round wins. They tie up this game to it 3-3.
All right, so Formal is going to choose to deploy his HCXD, but the one mistake CLG made is whenever you're going to try to go over towards the A bomb site, you need some sort of presence middle map. Methods leaves top AC. They have no presence there. Karma can set up wherever he wants, gets the easy line of sight over near the bomb site. Formal just trying to scout out with HCXD. Looks like Methods is using his as well, so the HCXDs might spot each other here. Is Formal still in his? Nope.
Somehow the player on the bomb actually doesn't die to that HC. Remember, no snipers in place. That lets Karma continue to peek on out with this M8. Methods. Who's this on the bomb right now? Oh, that's actually an HC from Perplex. Is going to get the kill onto Karma. Formal on the perfect flank. This might wind out working out perfectly for OpTic Gaming.
Oh, he's going
to see 2 players, but he can't get a kill as of yet. Formal puts shots in everyone.
Wait, here comes Killa around the back as well.
Work out. No, Killa can't get it done. BL Fire gets it a fuse.
They should give it to Felony, yeah.
And you could see right there, Formal had so many players in his sights, but it just didn't work out. As Felony's going to get this defuse, he's going to get himself kinetic armor. He's going to be 25 off the HC. Wow. OpTic Gaming not able to close out that round.
I mean, it was good discipline from Formal not to shoot prematurely, but just unfortunate timing. You know, Felony just turns around at the perfect time, takes down Formal, and here you go, cleaning up the kill onto Killa right over here. CLG, I mean, they lost 3 rounds straight after winning the first 3 of the game, so they're back in this game. They retake the lead. You saw him almost earning kinetic armor. Let's just flip through these players. So Formal has Psychosis, Heat Wave for Karma, no kinetic or overdrive, no Heat Wave, no camo, almost kinetic armor, and HC for Felony.
Thing to point out right there is you had Heat Wave used as well to help break that site. Beautifully done by CLG, and now Felony's going to lead this charge right in towards B. They know it's cleared out. He's going to get this bomb planted. He's going to earn the HC. He's got himself kinetic armor already. CLG prime to take this round and go up 5-3.
Does he get out alive? Formal lays down some fire, but Felony gets down. Now it's going to be OpTic Gaming pushing forward. The HCXD, as soon as he deploys it, he gets EMP'd. Spots one around the corner. Might pop kinetic.
It actually didn't even get used, so he's going to wind up flooding on out. Gets 2 kills. He's got kinetic armor ready and almost finds a third. It's going to be a 1-on-2. Perplex closes it out. Felony again leading his team. He's now 10, or just kidding. He's 8-6. Perplexed is 10-5. Here's the final kill cam from him.
You know, Perplexed, you could struggle a little bit in the respawns if you do this in the S&D, man.
Exactly. And I mean, CLG are 1 round away from going up 2-0 in this best of 5.
So is it CLG executing, or is it OpTic just playing flat right now?
I mean, it's a little bit of a mix of both. That EMP even comes in, and to add insult to injury, Felony's got that score streak still for this next round. You got a 1-7 Scump, which we mentioned how you can't really remember the last time Scump had a bad game. Well, here's one right now.
Man.
Yeah, that's on you.
Okay, so here we see the Psychosis being deployed. The clone's going out over near the middle of the map. But nobody from CLG really contesting this side of the map. You got 2. It's going to be BL-Fire Methods just kind of spotting over near the A site. Methods spots 1, takes down Scump, first blood in the round. As you got Killa and Formal working through the middle of the map. OpTic Gaming trying to find a kill to respond to Scumpy dying.
I have a feeling we're not going to see the Shiva in play the rest of this series. The Dart now coming on in. Killa as well as Formal are just trying to dodge those rockets. It does appear they both do get out with their life.
Perplexed, though. He misses these players. He's going to find 1. Cleans up Killa, so it's going to be Karma. He's isolated over the A site, and Formal as well over near Cages.
Karma gets 1 kill. He's going to get challenged from bottom lobby, and that's going to leave Formal in the 1-on-3, and Formal's currently top middle. All signs pointing towards CLG, taking this one, Revan, as they're about to go up 2-0, and that's it. They're up 2-0
in the best of 5. Are we about to see OpTic Gaming get 3-0'd by CLG?
How does this stuff happen whenever I cast these games?
You're just cursed, man. The Courage curse is back.
I'm sorry, but that first Methods 1v3,
that's insane.
I want to see from his perspective possibly a potential theater rewind for next week to see exactly how it all worked out.
Possibly, but I mean, Felony, he makes some big plays as well as Perplexed, who finishes 11-5, Methods 7-4. Everybody really chipping in from the CLG squad. I mean, Scump at 1-8, going to put your team at a tough position to win that map when you're dropping numbers like that. But OpTic Gaming, they find themselves down 0-2 the CLG as we're moving over to evac. It's going to be the next map for Uplink. What does OpTic Gaming need to do here to kind of respond?
What worries me now for OpTic Gaming fans is not only are you playing evac Uplink, which is another one that can kind of be crazy with those outer wall runs, even if you win this map, you then head into Stronghold CTF, which is one that I've seen OpTic Gaming dominate on once or twice, but it's still one that I've also seen them lose in the COD World League before. So now you got to wonder, and then you get to a Game 5, you're back to S&D, which CLG
they just crushed it
pretty easily on. So now the worries do begin to come into play. S&D Hunted will be that map 5 if you are just tuning in. OpTic Gaming down 2-0 after CLG wake up in their matchup versus the Green Wall. I can't believe CLG has an opportunity to close out OpTic Gaming 3-0.
This would be such a huge week for CLG as well. I mean, just kind of recapping how this match has gone so far. One of the craziest hard points I've seen in Black Ops 3, CLG come alive in the final seconds to take that one by just 3 points. Felony going big there. He goes big here as well as they take the search and destroy 6-3, but they start off the map with a 1v3 for Methods. Perplex just goes off at 11-5. BL-Fire, he feels all right. You know, BL-Fire's having, you know, kind of an okay series by his standards.
Yep.
But his team is still winning. You know, he's probably feeling so confident right now.
I can't believe Methods did that. The shots in from Felony with that Shiva, and you could see Karma spotted him. He just waited it out, got that kill. Here's the 2 kills from Felony. Look, if he pops kinetic there, he potentially almost changed the 3rd kill down in a Formal, but hey, he saved it for a later round.
Didn't even need it.
Yeah, he used it in the final kill cam, but it was just kind of for jokes as he got the free kill.
I might as well use it. I have it.
Yep. Just one of those examples of knowing you got the game closed out, might as well just use it in the final moments. So CLG, they clutch up in the hard point. They clutch up in the S&D. So that S&D was weird because it was CLG winning 3 straight rounds, OpTic Gaming winning 3 straight rounds, CLG winning 3 straight rounds to close it out with a 6-3 scoreline. Revan, where does OpTic Gaming go from here? What do they change up for this map 3 on evac uplink?
I mean, look, every time you saw OpTic Gaming win around there in the Search and Destroy, they were playing together as a team. They were working the trades, and they're just kind of trusting each other. I think they're going to have to do that throughout this entire uplink, man. They just need to kind of change something up. I mean, maybe you slow it down a little bit to make sure you have time to talk through, make sure everybody's on the same page. But, I mean, I don't want to put this all on Killa, but it really seems like OpTic Gaming, they're playing completely differently from what we're used to seeing from them with Crimsix in the lineup.
You think that it has to do with Killa on this
I don't think it's solely Killa. I think everybody is just kind of like, this is not the OpTic Gaming we're used to seeing. And when you compare this game to all the other games we've seen before them, the one variable is Killa now playing.
I feel like the one big thing that I'm seeing from this squad at the moment is it seems like they keep failing to kind of stop the bleeding, right? Where, like, once things start to go out,
right, CLG
way,
setting the tone completely.
CLG are kind of playing to their comfortable play style. They're making it happen. Even on that final map, you kind of saw how it was like an A push top middle on that final round. Then you had someone go all the way back to B because the dart chased them out. They had players flanking Perplexus somehow in bottom lab with OpTic Gaming not having a single clue. CLG just getting it done.
I mean, in that S&D, you know, you have Scump. He goes 1-8. Killa goes 6-7. So, you know, Scump underperforming for sure in that Search and Destroy. But the map is starting. We're about to enter evac uplink.
Woo!
We're moving into the ban and protect phase. First ban for OpTic Gaming going to be the Shiva.
You think so? We'll see if they follow on through with it. Formal is your first pick. We've seen them ban the Shiva before. And to kick things off, there it is again. They
will never play with the Shiva again, says OpTic Gaming.
Note to self, if I'm facing OG next week, I'm practicing with that weapon and getting that protect off right away. The concussion ban
from BL Fire. Scump and Felony now to respond. It's going to be the overclock from Felony. Let's see what Scumpy decides to take out. As BL Fire, he took out the Suns. It's going to be the Afterburner ban. So maybe you don't even run a perk 1 here. Maybe just Flak Jacket to be safe. If you take out HCXDs, I really don't think you have to worry about grenades. It's going to be an overdrive ban from CLG. Let's see how Killa decides to respond here.
Killa waiting things out.
High caliber. Rapid fire still in.
Through.
Kinetic still in.
Yeah, they do not want to have to deal with
the flashbang still in. Let's see what these guys decide to take out. As they're just kind of, well, Karma wants Methods to ban Rapid Fire. Methods wants Karma to ban it. And in the end, Methods just like, you know what?
Whatever.
I'll take it out. Karma goes for the flashbang. So OpTic Gaming, they take out the Shiva. They take out both Tacticals. And they take out Afterburner.
If I'm OpTic Gaming, I'm pretty happy with that ban and protect phase. I think that's what I needed to see. If you look across the board, Overclock, Overdrive, they're happy to have out. Afterburner stops some of those crazy wall runs. They always ban out the Tacticals. They love playing with that high caliber and rapid fire. And then getting rid of that Shiva is a big difference maker for me.
Yeah.
OG, love that ban protect phase. That might be able to help them get back on track in this series. You've also got Scump with kinetic armor, Formal with the Scythe.
Yeah, Kinetic was banned out in the first game of the series.
Yep.
Maybe something that, obviously, Scump loves to use Kinetic Armor. Hopefully he could put it to good effect here. But Perplexed, he picks up Heatwave for his team. They already have Kinetic and a Scythe as Formal. His first pick with Scythe, so it's going to be a camo pick from Killa. Moving into the last 2. Karma goes for the Heatwave. So 1 weapon available for the guys on OpTic Gaming, 3 abilities, and Methods goes for camo. So it looks like we're going to have a mirror matchup going into this 3rd map.
Well, as we start things up, you've got to begin to wonder.
Are you getting nervous, Courage?
I'm not nervous. I mean, obviously I have people saying that I'm the curse of OpTic Gaming,
well,
but
seem to be the curse of OpTic Gaming.
This weekend, I discussed it with Hex. You know, it seems like the curse that's going on is whenever OpTic lose, FaZe lose. Whenever FaZe lose, OpTic lose. So this could be kind of a thing where now, if OpTic Gaming lose this matchup, I'm predicting that FaZe actually lose later on tonight because that's just how the world has been working. It's not me, folks.
It's just a coincidence that you've casted all those matches that they've lost.
It just so happens to be.
It's the Courage curse, guys.
It's I don't think so at all. I think, you know, I think that there's pretty good things to back up that both when FaZe lose, OpTic lose. Even down, hey, I didn't cast the matches that they got knocked out of at South Carolina, and those two were right next to each other.
But you were watching them.
OpTic lost. I was casting matches when those were going on.
You were watching those matches.
I don't think so.
I saw you there. You were right next to me.
You were in the middle of the crowd. I wasn't even near you.
Yeah.
You're just making things up right now. Okay, Revan. I see how it is trying to throw your roommate under the bus. Evac uplink map number 3. You got to begin to wonder. You know, no tacticals in play.
Yeah.
Are CLG happy about that? They haven't really tried to contest them so far.
Well, I mean, they were the ones who banned out the concussion.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like this, not only does this ban and protect phase kind of, the OpTic Gaming likes it, but CLG are fine with it too. You know, the Shiva's out, but BL Fire will still use that XR2 and do just as well with it.
I mean, kind of how we were talking about it going into a hard point. Both teams kind of have like the same idea when it comes to this ban and protect phase. So I think it's all right for both teams. But OpTic Gaming, they need to kind of flip a switch. They need to start playing to their full potential. Otherwise, they're going to lose 0-3 to CLG.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, you say they got to play to their full potential. You got 3 of the 4 really best players in the world. Obviously, kind of Killa filling in for Crimsix on this lineup. So far, things haven't worked out. This is their opportunity to turn things around. CLG, 1 map away from 3-0ing OpTic Gaming and getting a win. What is it? Their 3rd or 4th?
I think this would be their
4th of the COD World League so far as we move into Stage 2. What a way to kick things off for that squad.
If they win here, they have a 2-0 week.
There you go. That's all it takes, man. 1-2-0 week, you begin to roll on through. Vice versa, though, 1-0-2 week, and you begin to kind of slide. We saw that from H2K.
As well as FaZe.
There's the rules of the map.
Unlimited score limit, 5 minutes on each side. Respawn delay of 5 seconds. We all know how evac uplink is played.
Yep.
Get an assault rifle player set up over near top glass. Push out the lanes. Protect your drone carrier. I want to see. You got the scump guard out? Nope. No scump guard for Karma.
No scump guard at all. Scump pushing in towards middle map.
There we go.
Karma. Nice job with the 2-piece. And who's this actually flanking behind OpTic Gaming? That's going to be Felony with the VMP. He's not going to get the kill on the drone carrier. And Kill will push on forward.
Oh, he's going to go for it. Hussey doesn't reset his armor. He gets taken down. It's going to be BL Fire pick up that kill. Here's methods to follow it up. Can CLG hold onto their base? Felony now off the respawn. He's trying to stop this push once again. As Karma, well, he's gone all the way around the back. Wall run with the drone in his hands. Easy 1-point shot, and he goes ahead and sinks it. Great start so far from OpTic Gaming, but as soon as they get that score, it's going to be Killa, the last one alive for his team. Just trying to keep things going and stop the CLG push from coming through.
As you can see, OG do get on the board within the first 60 seconds. As they continue to follow on up, Scump finds 2 as they clear out glass. OpTic Gaming just slowly peeking up here. They know they've got to watch out for Perplex in the flank, as he's been doing that throughout the entire series. Killa does spot him. OG doing a great job of kind of locking down this glass area of the map as they continue to hold CLG scoreless.
All right. As the drone gets dropped once again. Moving over to Perplexed. Having a rough start so far. In this uplink, he is 0-4. Still trying to find his first kill. And, you know, that's been the story about Perplexed. I mean, he goes huge in the search and destroy, but some of his respawn games haven't been the prettiest, to say the least. But CLG, they got control of the drone. They're going to start to push forward. Let's see him try to make some kills happen, and it's getting traded out so far. He's going to get spotted by these OpTic Gaming players. He's able to get out of there, but he needs to reset his armor, man. He has none left in a good position to do so. And, you know, because he decided to go middle map, kind of drew OpTic Gaming a little bit out of position. BL Fire now pushes up, clears out the lane. CLG respond with a 1-point throw. BL
Fire being that lead blocker that Felony needed there. Felony gambled by not getting his armor back up. But because no OpTic Gaming players had the angle they needed, it didn't work out in the end. The drone being picked back up by Methods as CLG continue to try to push right back into OpTic Gaming's base. They've got 3 players defending. It's going to be a couple kills in favor of the green wall. But BL Fire still has this drone. He can go for a long-range toss from the side wall run.
Yeah,
he's going to do it.
Methods.
Oh, my God, that was ugly.
That was not the best toss I've seen.
Remember that, folks, for the top 10 fails at the end of the stage.
All right, so it's going to be Killa now. He takes control of the drone. Formal right beside him to give him some help. But as Scumpy gets taken out, that was the most forward positioned player for OpTic Gaming. But players starting to drop for CLG. Felony responds by taking out Karma, but the 1-point toss comes in from Killa. OpTic Gaming will retake the lead, and a big part of that has been due to Formal. He's on a 3-kill streak right now. 11-4 has the HCXD as he's looking to continue to do damage. Scump now pushing forward. Karma now will pick up the neutral drone. Just phenomenal slaying so far from this OpTic Gaming squad.
This is when things get scary for the squads facing OG. It's when Formal begins to hit his shots. That's going to be a 1-pointer there from Karma as he dies. The momentum of the drone just carries on in. Is that a scythe being brought out by one of the players on CLG?
Well, I think it would be BL Fire using it.
I think
he's 10-9. No.
Nope, not yet. Okay, I thought the way one of the players jumped, I thought he had it, but instead, not being brought up as of yet. Karma, though, still helping this OpTic Gaming be up by 1 dunk.
Different thing for OpTic Gaming here is Scump is turning up, man. 12 and 6. He's finding his place in the game, has his kinetic armor available for use. The drone currently neutral on the CLG side of the map. Perplex will pick it up, start to push forward, but he gets shut down almost immediately by Karma. And now Scump, he's going to put himself in a position to do some serious damage to the CLG squad. He's coming right behind one player. He's going to find one, takes down Methods, and that's going to be kind of pushing out that wing. Kinetic armor gets popped, but he gets nothing done with it. Killer, though, with the help from Formal Sight, he's going to try to put this 1-point shot in, and he sinks it, but they lose kinetic armor. They also lose the sight.
Oh, definitely, and they're going to have to kind of regain control of the top glass area. Scump going to be the first one to push on in for OG, but there's 3 red arrows of CLG ready to combat him. They've got to begin to rotate back towards their middle map. The drone carrier being pushed on up. That's going to be a kill in from Killa. Methods trades it out. Karma's there, and now there's one final player from CLG, and now that's 4 dead. OpTic Gaming with the flawless hold. They'll push on up with the objective as they try to extend this lead.
All right, so Karma's going to push forward. Scump pushing out the lane. Scump will deploy the HCXD. Finds one, but Karma has this heat wave available for use. Good job resetting his armor. This could be a dunk as Killa finds the last remaining player for CLG in their base. And it will be a dunk, but take a look at CLG. They're setting up for neutral drone control. BL5, he picks up this kill. The drone can get passed towards him. Felony, though, he's not on the neutral drone. They can just pass it forward to BL5. He's going to take out a Scythe with 15 seconds remaining, just trying to secure this line. No. But he doesn't get anything done with that. Felony now with the drone. He's going to get a 1-point toss, but at the cost of his Scythe. Is that worth it?
I mean, yes, they bring it back into 2 possessions, but in my eyes, no, as BLFire doesn't even shoot a bullet with that sight. There he spawns back up, and at the half, it's going to be OpTic Gaming leading 6-2. BLFire definitely not going to be too happy with that one. As he
I guess, you know,
and doesn't get anything
Formal only gets 1 kill with the Scythe, so they do kind of trade the Scythe for Scythe, you know, near the end of that game, but there's really no reason to bring out the Scythe there. He could do the same job with the M8.
Yeah. There's the VMP stock being brought out by OpTic Gaming. Off the second half of this one, CLG need to turn things around. You've got Formal and Scump both leading the lobby and their team in kills at 16 apiece, while Killa and Karma hold their own with 10 each. The middle map presence much more heavy from OpTic Gaming. Oh, and 3 players stack up. Karma almost gets a 3-piece. There it is with the final kill, and now we begin to chase down BLFire, who's ready with that AR. Oh, God. That could have been just a slaughter. One of the best HCs potentially that I've seen so far in Black Ops 3 from Karma as 3 players stack up on CLG. Yeah,
that's certainly a scary moment for the CLG players as both first perks getting banned out and Afterburn as well as Overclock. Why are you not running Flak Jacket?
Only 1 player had it there. Karma thought he had the kill, doesn't clean it up, not going to use that heat wave as he knows there's no one else to follow him up, so even if he does get that kill, he probably winds up dying. Felony trying to juke around this 1 player of OpTic Gaming. He's going to go for the one long-range toss, and that's not going to go in. OpTic hold their base yet again. They've been a brick wall so far this game, up 6-2.
Perplexed, oh man, Scump is right behind him. He has no idea. He will get cut short as Killa picks up the drone. OpTic Gaming starting to move forward, man. The difference maker in this game has to be Scump. 21-10, currently on a 4 spree, has another HCXD to use. He's going to turn around, could find this kill, but just laying down covering fire for this man to get close to the CLG base. It's going to be a dunk for Killa. Earns himself the active camo, has the HCXD available for you. Solid shots as he takes on BLFire.
Perplexed, trying to spawn back up. He clears out Formal. It's a nice kill from him. That's going to give them peace of mind to know, hey, we can push up as a squad. You're going to see all the arrows from CLG just move towards that middle map area. Another HC called in from Scump. He'll clear out Methods, and just like that, it's OpTic Gaming regaining control of glass. This is what they've done throughout the entire game, Revan. It's why they find themselves in the lead.
Yeah, Scump now earns himself kinetic armor. OpTic with control over the neutral zone area, pushing out the lane. It's going to be Scump finds one. Not going to challenge that player over near top AC. He knows he has no more kinetic armor left, low on health as well, but he finishes the kill on the BLFire, looking for the second. But Killa with the drone, he's going to pop his camo, uses it for a 1-point toss, and he overshoots it. So a missed throw from Killa, but he's looking to continue slaying. Methods will pick up this drone. Is he going to wrap it or decide to toss it off the map? Looks like it's going to be a wrap, but BLFire has to give him some cover. Unable to do so. He gets cut down from behind it. It's going to be Perplexed now. And because Methods didn't throw this drone off the map, it's still an opportunity for OpTic Gaming to score.
Formal takes down both CLG players. He's got the drone again. He's going to try to force the 1-pointer. There it goes. Connects with it and makes it another 4-possession game as OpTic Gaming are up by 7.
Yeah, Karma now with the L card trades the kill on the Felony. Scump going to reposition himself a little bit closer to the neutral drone as he's cutting down these CLG players in rotation. He finds 2, man. Scump is going off 29 and 12 on the 3 kill speed right now. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. He's been the difference maker in this game. Scump shows up, he takes over.
Yeah, you can see already 30 kills. There's no one even remotely close to him currently in the lobby. OpTic Gaming making this one look easy, and now you got to begin to wonder for him as they close out this map. They're going to head back over to Stronghold CTF as Carmen takes this low wall run. Okay, he whiffs that shot.
That was interesting, though.
Not going to convert the points. Will it be enough to let CLG get back into this one? When you still have Formal kind of holding down the top glass area, you don't expect them to be able to come back into this one.
I mean, they're down by 7 points, so it's going to be a 4-possession game for CLG. They need to start getting some dunks on the board. There is enough time, you know, if they get kind of like the scoring train going.
Nice heat wave.
Might start with this toss here, and it does not. The heat wave comes in, and the toss missed by CLG. As man, you know, we were talking about OpTic Gaming. They're coming out flat in kind of like the second game, a little bit at the end of the first. CLG, they're playing really flat right now.
Perplexed, pops that heat wave. He dies. Now the push on through.
Nice.
Felony cuts down Killa. But it's still OpTic Gaming. They're more than happy to just move up with this drone and try to go for these one-point tosses. Somehow Karma is still alive right now. Can't finally take down Methods, so CLG, you know, they'll keep it close, but in the end, it's not enough as OpTic Gaming should be able to close out this game even with those crispy shots of Methods.
I mean, yeah, Formal, he had a good game, but really Scump.
34 and 15. Jeez.
Yeah, an impressive game from him. As OpTic Gaming, they are going to win uplink, so they will not get 3-0'd by CLG, but our concerns coming up next is going to be Stronghold CTF. This is a map where they lost, I believe it was against Dream Team. Yep. When that was their first loss in the league. So OpTic Gaming fans still worrying a little bit.
Were you casting that match with me?
I was not.
Okay, I couldn't remember if that was you were there for. OpTic Gaming, they'll take it though at a score line of what looks like it's going to be 9-2, potentially more as Scump moves up with this drone. Perplex is already out of the lobby as OG take this one with ease from start to finish. Scump positive 20 at 35 and 15.
Yeah, he takes over, has a huge game for OpTic Gaming, and that's what you needed if you're a Scumpy fan out there. Goes negative in the first hard point, 1 and 8 on the following search and destroy, but he doesn't let that affect him as he completely takes over this uplink game. Looks like CLG leaving to host up for the next map, which will be Stronghold Capture the Flag. Now moving into Stronghold CTF, there's our pretty faces.
There we are.
What are you expecting to see from this map from both teams? Well,
this is one where, you know, this is Scump's statistically, I believe, his best game out at above a 1.4 KD in CTF. He just went off there on that uplink. You've got to expect him to carry the momentum. Yeah. My big difference for me is kind of the attach type playstyle. We'll be seeing that from Scump, which attach, I believe, at South Carolina had a ridiculous game on this map, like 39 kills in CTF. From just using the routes inside Mansion, he played every corner perfectly. He knew what cuts to get. On the other side of things, though, I think BL Fire is going to be a big factor here to try to stop Formal on those cutoffs where they're kind of in those one-on-one engagements where, hey, if BL Fire gets a kill, his teammates can flood on through. Yeah. If Formal gets the kill, his submachine gun players are like, how do we move from here without an AR watching over us? Watch for those engagements to be key on whoever takes this next map.
So you think BL Fire is going to take more of like a defensive type of role for his team? I mean, obviously defense, very key here on Stronghold. There are like 3 main lanes. It's very easy to kind of push all them out. Of course, over near that match side of the map, important to check all your corners, but what are you expecting from BL Fire here?
For me, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me to see him play a little bit more defensively, but at the same time, it all comes down to, I think, who kind of gets the first cap of the game, right? If his team gets the first cap, he'll play more defensive setup where you really don't expect him to move past maybe his middle map area. Okay. Where on the other side of things, if you kind of have OpTic Gaming score first, for a while he can play defensive, but then at some point, he needs to begin to push the objective.
All right. So Stronghold, we've seen some blowout games on this map. Yep. We've seen a lot of this map at times. You know, potential to go to overtime as we're taking a look at some of the highlights from that uplink game. Really, OpTic Gaming, I mean, Scump, really all you got to say for that game. He shows up, OpTic Gaming take over. So CLG, you think they're going to kind of have this loss playing in the back of their mind as you see almost a triple kill from Karma with that HCXD. But CLG, they came out strong in game 1. Dominated game 2. They fall flat here in game 3. Is that going to be the story here in CTF?
You got to begin to wonder. I mean, for me, I think this is one that OpTic Gaming can win and force the game 5. You know, while they worried me, especially in their first 2 games, I think now is where they continue to carry this momentum, show their kind of veteran play style. I mean, multiple world champions on this team, multiple X Game medalists on this team. Heading into this game 4, I'm wondering what type of strategy they're talking with Killa, because Killa is very vocal about smoke grenades. Exactly, especially in a game type like this. Does he bring it out, or does OpTic Gaming try to avoid smokes being in the game at all?
We're about to find out if smoke grenades will make it through the ban and protect phase. As we're going to enter, I fully expect to see the Shiva get banned as BL Fire goes after the concussion grenades. Scump, he's going to take out Afterburner. So the Shiva is going to be a big thing for me here.
Do you protect the Shiva if your methods right now?
I don't think you waste a protect on it. I think if it makes it through, that's all right. As Formal goes after Overclock, we'll see what methods has in store for us. It's going to be a rapid fire ban, so pretty boring so far, aside from 2 perk 1s getting banned out.
Overdrive expected to go out. Flashbang as well. There goes Overdrive. Karma, expect him to ban possibly a flashbang.
Shiva's still in play.
Okay.
High Caliber still in play.
This is where it gets interesting, because the Shiva is still on the
table. I think if you're
Felony,
you're fine if the Shiva goes through. You don't waste a protect on it. You force Kill to ban High Caliber here.
Really?
Yeah.
That could be.
I think if you're Felony, I'd do a quick ban on something like a smoke grenade, and you let Killa ban High Caliber.
Nope. There goes the Shiva.
And now, if you're Felony, you have to ban High Caliber. If he would have, got his ban out first,
you got to pick one or the other.
Yeah.
Well, as time winds down, Felony will get rid of High Caliber. So you think that final ban definitely favored OpTic?
Yeah, for sure. They're able to get both the Shiva out as well as force Felony to take out High Caliber. I mean, if he bans the smoke screen first, what does Killa do? Does he decide to still go after the Shiva, or does he let High Caliber? You can't really let that slip through. That could have a huge impact on the game. But this is a very quick specialist draft on the side for CLG. You got the Scythe, Camo, Heatwave, Kinetic Armor. On the side of OpTic, you got the Scythe, Heatwave, Camo, Kinetic Armor. It's going to be a mirror matchup here in Game 4.
Definitely. Between those maps, I quickly glanced at my phone. I got a crazy message from my dad, all hyped up. Killa's on OpTic Gaming now. He had no clue what was going on. He missed the memo that Killa is just subbing in today. I think for some reason my dad just loves Killa as a player.
Who doesn't love Killa?
As I've begun to cast, he's been watching the Call of Duty scene. Killa has been his favorite player since day one. Excited to see him going up for OpTic Gaming here now. If you are just tuning in, CLG up 2-1 in this best of 5. We're going into our final respawn game mode. So far, they've been split in this series. OpTic Gaming lost the hard point in, horrible fashion, as they lost 250 to 247.
Fashion.
Yeah, and then on the other side of things, though, you had the uplink game, which was led by Scump's 35-15 performance, which puts the series at what it is now. 2-1 in favor of CLG after CLG took that S&D pretty handily.
Yeah, I mean, you got Perplex going big in the S&D, but he has a pretty rough uplink game, so I'm going to be looking for him to maybe sub up here and the capture the flag. But, this is certainly a game mode a lot of times where we see CTF kind of be won. It is off the back of kind of one clutch play from a specific player. That's just the nature of the game. Especially in North America, you play it slow, you push up your lanes, you check all your corners, you don't let anybody sneak through. And on Stronghold, this is certainly a map where kind of playing that sneaky beaver role can be a bit tough.
Now, do you wind up seeing Killa play more of a kind of a sneaky role for us?
Yeah, because he has his smoke grenades to use.
Yeah, so you think he's just going to try to drop him down, get a flag, pull out, and sneak away somewhere? Obviously, you get that flag in a mansion, you cut through the different hallways, they lose you, and you're basically gone if you have the cutoffs.
Especially if you look at where the defensive players are going to be playing, there's so many different cover spots and lines of sight that you can cut off by using those smoke grenades. I think that's where we're going to see Killa kind of use the smokes. As he's going in for a flagpole, kind of maybe smokes off the player over near the back Jeeps or at the back statue, depending on which side he's pushing. That's going to be a key area for Killa to cut off.
Killa, they need you now more than ever. These OpTic Gaming boys, they trusted you to sub on in, and now you're one map away from losing the series to CLG. Scump, my player to watch in this one for OpTic Gaming. BL Fire, the player to watch for CLG. It's the two players we highlighted prior to the series even starting up. And it's for great reason. If you're wondering what's to come next tonight in the COD World League, we've got DT versus H2K, FaZe versus Rise for match 3, and then to finish out the night, Envy versus TK. All three of those series could really go either of those two squads. It comes down to whoever steps up on match day.
So the player I need to start things out with, first I want to see if Killa's using smoke grenades. In fact, Scump, he's got smokes as well. So Killa, as he spawns in, he also has smokes. So you got a couple tacticals available for the guys on OpTic Gaming, but if Scump has another big game, I think they take this.
Not a single tactical being used right now from CLG. Looks like the high wall run will be the kind of choice from Felony, but there you saw Scump clear it on out. Early kills going split between the two squads. Scump should be cleaned up by Perplexed, and just like that, it's Formal who gets the kill on BL Fire. He'll clear out his base, and the first wave of kills goes in from either team.
Yes, CLG, though, they're going to be able to push a little bit out of the mansion side. Still fighting for mid-map control. You got Killa and Formal just kind of holding down bunker. Killa might go for a bit of a flank as Perplex is about to meet up with Karma. Karma wins that gunfight. And here comes Killa. He's going to find BL Fire, catch him off guard. Could drop a smoke grenade here. Going to challenge his play. It absolutely destroys Felny right here. He's got Scump coming in as the smoke grenades are deployed by both players. And just like we were saying, cuts off the line of sight from these bunker players. This is looking very good for OpTic Gaming. Karma, he's just going to run right through middle map. But take a look at Scump. He's coming behind the majority of the CLG players, but OpTic Gaming starting to fall. Has Killa progress further up the map.
Yeah,
BL Fire falls. Is he going to get it?
Yeah, he's got it. I mean, Formal got that kill middle map. Killa got the best timing he could have, getting down to the bottom satellite. But now, OpTic Gaming, they have one person who's just in the back. Formal watching back of his base. He's going to lose that first gunfight to Felony. And now you should see the 3 red arrows begin to turn around and put pressure back on their base.
2.
Felony gets 2.
3.
Perplex finds a 3rd, and now it's one OpTic Gaming player remaining. Karma doing all he can to hold off his base, and he gets the 2-piece. The 3rd challenge comes in, but the hold looks like it's been enough momentarily. Karma with the defense that OpTic Gaming needed to keep themselves in the lead here on Stronghold CTF.
Big play from Karma, not only picking up the kills, but staying alive. He gets out of harm's way. Perplex a little too far away to trade that kill out. As OpTic Gaming, they will fend off the push from CLG, maintain their 1-0 lead, and now they're back on the offensive. Killa pops the smoke grenade, but he gets taken out. It's going to be Scump here to follow it up.
Scump can't win the engagement versus Perplex. Look how sneaky Karma's still playing from top kitchen, but the heat wave will be used again. Perplex 6 and 3, pushing right up the snow side of the map. As OpTic Gaming need to hold base defense again. Perplex is just not losing engagements right now, Revan.
Yeah, this is what you want to see from Perplex, stepping it up in the respawn game modes. Has the HCXC, but the one thing he's missing is a teammate to help him out.
That's kind of key.
Yeah, I mean, Methods is over near middle map. Felony trying to push up near bunker. Perplex, he's just trying to stay alive, waiting for his teammates to find some footing on the map, and 3 go down for OpTic Gaming once again. Another opportunity for CLG, but it's going to be up to Karma once again. On the defensive side, Karma falls. They will get a touch on the flag, running it towards the bunker side of the map because, well, look at all the OpTic Gaming members. Form will come around the flank. They're going to deploy the HCXD, maybe to chase him down. The HCXD finds Methods. That's not the flag carrier. It's going to be Felony still running all the way through bunker. Formal. Is he going to be able to get closer?
I don't think so.
Felony's going to put it in. Yep, they tie it up.
1-1. They tie it on up. Karma gets there, but just a little bit late. Now OpTic Gaming have an opportunity to go for a counter cap. But as I say that, they all fall. CLG with a pretty clean capture, running it right through bunker as OpTic Gaming just failed to clear out their base.
Yeah, the difference there is Karma just doesn't make a big play happen at his flag. A tough situation for him. He's got pushed 2-on-1. As he's backing up from the tower, he gets taken out. CLG get the flag out. They wind up capping him. Perplexed. He's going to have a clear lane to run up all the way through rocks. Might find some OpTic Gaming players off respawn here. Gets the trade kill onto Killa, but all down to BL Fire. Just going to look down to lock down middle map. It's going to be in a battle with Formal as Karma pushes up and takes Mansion.
Karma will spot someone down by Fire Pit. 2 kills go in favor of OpTic Gaming. They've cleared out Mansion. They know that, hey, the final 2 guys have to be up in their base. Karma will begin to lead the charge for OpTic Gaming. He sees a shadow of 1. He's just trying to stay alive. Pressure through middle map still being led by Perplexed. Karma does get 1. Perplexed needs to die if OpTic Gaming want to go for a cap. And as I say that, he gets the better of Scump yet again. Perplexed is just going off at the moment. He's currently 14 and 5.
Yeah, so CLG, they account for all 4 players on OpTic Gaming, so they're going to be a bit more comfortable to push out, leave their base, and explore on the map. Perplexed in a position to maybe find some kills as Formal. He's right above him, but the timing might work out in either player's favor. If only finds one at the base, it's going to be Karma. 2 down for CLG. Perplexed. There you go. He takes out Formal, but he's still got Killa and Scump at the base. Takes out to the M8, but Killa with the VMP. Solid shots from him as he shuts down Perplexed.
Killa going to clear out this snow side, and it looks like at the half, Rebin, it's going to be tied up 1-1. If you had to pick a team that really favored so far in this game, who would you really side it with?
Honestly, CLG. You got Perplexed. He's having a big game. You get BL Fire to have a normal game, and some of the other guys to pitch in and help out. CLG could realistically, you know, maybe win this game and close out the series. But looking through OpTic Gaming, Scump 5 and 9. Look for him to step it up. Fortunately, Karma, he makes a big play early on at his base. This could have been a 2-1 lead for CLG going into the half, but instead, just 1-1. Big plays really being made by both sides.
OpTic Gaming fans, they're feeling the pressure right now. Killa still with that stock on his VMP. You got 3 specialists ready for OpTic Gaming, and I believe 2 currently good to go.
Killa using Dead Silence over Blast Suppressor, using 4 attachments on his SMG.
Hey, this is a map where you can run all around and get the job done.
Yeah, especially with you know, those first perks getting banned out, no Afterburner, no Overclock.
Okay, so Felony has kinetic armor, Methods with active camo.
HC
BL Fire
for
still a little
Perplexed.
bit off from his Scythe. You got a Heat Wave for Karma. Scythe brought out by Formal. He's gonna get first blood down to BL Fire. Killa about to earn himself camo, and Scump with the kinetic armor. This is a chance for OpTic Gaming to make a play happen. Scump does stay alive, bottom mansion. Formal doing all he can to watch over his teammate. Hasn't spotted the player as of yet. Now he'll clean him up with the help of Scump, and OpTic Gaming are going to begin to push up on the map.
Ooh.
Formal continues to make it happen with the specialist,
I
man.
love how mobile he's being with the Scythe. Not choosing to just sit behind one position. Moving forward, helping his teammates clear out the defending CLG players, continuing to find kills as he shuts down Perplexed. No more Scythe for him, as now they are so close, right next to that CLG flag. Turns around, he gets shut down. Scump, he's going to touch the flag, he gets taken out as well, all down to Killa. But it looks like CLG will maintain control of their base.
Killa knows, he just saw Shadow, he knows there's someone around him. There you go, Methods.
2 bullets.
They had no idea they were around each other. Killa gets taken down. Karma the farthest pushed up for OpTic Gaming, and that was a big opportunity loss for OG, as Felony used a perfect kinetic armor to clear out that back flank. They're spawning up near that side tree, and it looks like Methods is the last alive. OpTic Gaming need to get this kill on him right away. They're going to find it. 4 go down for CLG. Can they get the cuts that they need to, as the flag is pulled by OpTic Gaming? Great use of smokes from Killa. Scump gets the kill, but there's no one in their base. As Perplexed begins to sneak on up. He's going to get himself Heat Wave here
spots him,
momentarily.
so they know Perplexed is here. The big question is BL Fire. Can he push up
Heat Wave
enough? Heat Wave, he's a little too far to pop that Heat Wave. He misses the kill. BL Fire, he's going to deploy the Scythe. He finds one. Can he get the second? He cannot. It's going to be Killa. He picks up the flag, and OpTic Gaming retake the lead.
Just made the play of the game. Not only does he keep his range from the person with Heat Wave, but he kills off BL Fire with the Scythe. Nicely done there by Adam Sloss to put OpTic Gaming up 2-1. He led the charge with the smoke grenades as well.
Now trying to get some information with the HCXD. He does find one player pushing over to the bunker side of the map. As now he's just going to choose to rotate over, cut this lane off, about to earn himself active camo. Still has his smoke grenades out, but one player from CLG moving right up the middle of the map. It's going to be Felony. Let's see if he can make a play happen.
Well, he's not going to be able to, because OpTic Gaming knew something. They missed something. You could see 3 of them collapse back onto their flag. Scump sneaking past whoever the player was on that side. Rock Methods has no idea he's here. Scump could definitely make a major play happen if he can go pull this flag. If his teammates can just get the kills in the middle map, but Felony has spotted him. Scump gets out alive, and he's got players to watch out for from bunker. Here's a flag pull opportunity for CLG. It's up to Killa to hold off the base yet again.
Pops his camo, finds one player as he's pulling the flag, takes down Methods. 2 clutch kills.
He's fully streaked out as well. Killa's doing everything for his team.
Yep, gets 2 important kills, earns himself his streaks. Heat Wave now popped by Perplexed, but it's just to pick up 1 kill. Where is his teammates? They're all coming off of respawn. He's taking shots from top mansion, turns and burns on Scump right there. An opportunity for CLG maybe to make something happen, but Killa with those streaks can certainly put a stop to it.
This is why they picked up Perplexed. 19 and 11. Killa doing everything he can to hold. Has that Lightning and Hellstorm ready to go, and now he's going to bring the aggression towards Fire Pit. He takes down Felony. Killa's taking matters into his own hands, but the Man of War for Methods is there to say hello. Scump continuing to hold down Mansion, and that's going to be 4 dead for CLG. OpTic Gaming, you know, they kind of wiped their head again. They go, okay, whew. They took a sigh there. We held off for another 30 seconds. Just 90 seconds remaining in this game before we force the game 5.
Kinetic armor earned from Scump, and man, this has been a rough game for BL Fire along with Methods. They're combined for 17 kills, which is enough to just tie Felony.
Got to get this flag pulled right now. Who's this slowing down? Killa's actually calling in the Hellstorm, as he's going to try to be the lead blocker for Karma. Karma's going to die to Killa's Hellstorm, and that might have been a flub for OpTic Gaming, but CLG are abandoning their base. That's a Killa. You've got to pull the flag right now, but he has no idea.
Well, he knows now.
Now he's, because now he lightning pinged.
It's also going to slow down the push from CLG. Killa could easily just pull this flag out, but one player rotates back. That's going to be Methods shutting him down on the other side of the map. It's only BL Fire here, going up against 3 OpTic Gaming members as time's starting to wind down. Only 45 seconds remaining.
There it is.
BL Fire falls. Perplexed now coming around from the bunker side of the map. One thing I have not seen from CLG is any smokes at all.
And right now, they've got maybe one final push here as Methods starts to charge in. OpTic Gaming know this. They hold so far. Kinetic armor ready for Felony. And here he's going to charge on in, and he's going to get cleaned up with ease. OpTic Gaming looks like they're going to be able to force the game 5. Whew.
Yeah, they hold on, man. That was scary.
That's basically all OpTic Gaming fans right now. you gotta give it up to Killa, 19 and 14. You saw the plays he made holding in base defense, even there with the final kill on the flag runner, and that's going to do it. We're going to a Game 5 as OpTic Gaming have come to life here in the first matchup of the day in the COD World League.
Yeah, they're really showing up, man. You got Karma,
everyone went positive,
and Killa dropping 20 kills each. On the other side for CLG, Methods and BL Fire, obviously a bit of a rough game, but we're going to the Search and Destroy. And the first one of this series, it was all CLG. They took that one 6-3 thanks to some big plays from Felny along with Methods. Let's see if they could follow it up as we are going to be moving over to Hunted for our final game of the series.
God, you know, that game ends, right? I look over Maven, you know, he's been feeling under the weather. He's got a hot cup of tea right now, just sitting watching the matches. He's got a big smile on his face. He just saw his boy Formal clutch up there in Game 4, or he's laughing at me. It's probably the latter. I would assume he's laughing at me. Maven likes to use me as a punchline often, but, you know, I just try to be respectful.
It's always an easy go-to.
I was raised to respect my elders, right? To kind of support them, help them walk around, get across the street, you know, all the normal stuff. Instead, Maven just tries to defend himself, man.
You know, you're just complaining about Maven taking shots at you, and then you just go ahead and take a shot at Maven.
It's only right to kind of give back to the to our elders every now and then. But we're going to a Game 5 Hunted Search and Destroy. CLG in the first S&D Ban and Protect phase, they wiped the snipers off the board. Really, only the PO6 was available on OpTic Gaming. We're not about that life. Not going to pick that one up in one of their classes. Here's a look at your after-action report as OG go positive what? Positive 17 overall in the CTF to narrowly close that one out 2-0. You know, to go positive 17, Revan, and only win 2-1, that's definitely closer than they would have liked, especially because Karma had a really clutch base hold at one point inside one.
Yeah, as we take a look at some of the replays from that CTF game, I mean, CLG, they had some missed opportunities. You know, you were just talking a bit about that big Karma play at his base. He gets some huge defensive kills, stops the push from CLG, and then Killa just goes massive for his team. Caps the flag after that, picks up some big kills at his own flag, earns himself some score streaks. As Formal, man, he went huge with this scythe, but there's the cap from Killa. 200 points from the Lightning Strike, he earns it after that. Great stuff to see from OpTic Gaming. Let's see if they can keep it rolling here in the last map.
Hunted S&D. It's one that I wonder how they're going to wind up playing this one. Obviously, with Crimsix not in the lineup, you already worry about kind of how practiced are they on this map, and now you throw in a completely new player.
How much has Killa played on this map?
That's what worries me even most. I mean, you got to begin to kind of wonder, do CLG have certain strategies prepared, and how much have they been able to brief Killa from the OpTic Gaming side on what they like Crimsix to do on this map?
Yeah, that's completely true. So, as we're getting closer and closer to moving into the Ban and Protects phase, I think for sure we could say the Shiva is going to go off the board for OpTic Gaming. Do CLG maybe go after the snipers again? Do they go after the smoke grenades? A lot of these things could have a big effect on how this map is played.
Oh, for sure. I'll wind up hopping over to Codcaster so we can get this one underway.
Thanks, Jack.
You didn't give me a heads up. It's tough to see from this angle of kind of where I am between these two teams. Typically, I like to call it out for Revan because I'm a nice guy, but instead that's kind of what I deserve. As we head later on into tonight, this is just match 1 of 4. There's still a ton of Call of Duty action to come. The secondary stream hasn't even started yet. Over here on primary, though, next up we have DT versus H2K.
Yeah.
Then FaZe versus Rise, and then Envy versus TK to finish out the night. A bunch of the players on those teams were a part of our mid-season awards that we mentioned earlier on. You mentioned the likes of Octane, Looney, even, I mean, from Envy, you got Slasher. TK, no one really up there as of right now, but we'll see if they can get a nice series win tonight against the second-place Envious lineup. The game has been started. Hunted S&D will be the map. Can OpTic Gaming reverse sweep CLG here to win the series 3-2? Let's find out.
All right, so the first ban's coming in from either team. It's going to be SVG and the Shiva.
Look at how quickly Formal got that one off the board.
CLG going after the snipers once again. OpTic Gaming, they just get rid of the Shiva. Not going to allow that to have any impact on this game whatsoever.
As we begin to move on through this ban and protect phase, things slowing down just a little bit.
They're really afraid of the snipers,
The
man.
Locust ban, yeah, I guess CLG are not confident at all in using that kind of long-range weapon to their advantage. Now, last time you mentioned how OpTic Gaming didn't play the trades too well. On a map like this,
it's crucial.
Even way larger, than Breach. How does OpTic Gaming fare at kind of changing things up and making it work in their favor?
And they just need to stick together, man. Stick together, work for the trades. Because it's so far, like it's such a big map, your players can get pretty far spread out. Got to make sure that, you know, you just stick together. Sure, you might have some holes in your setup, but just make sure you have some guy watching the flank. Work together, push up, clear each other's corners, and have trust in your teammates to trade the kills.
All right, well, the final ban about to come in. Rapid fire off the table. It's the same real bans we saw right from the last Search and Destroy. Nothing really changing up.
Aside from the Shiva getting banned out.
That's definitely a good point. Now, Formal will be your first pick in the Specialist draft. Kinetic Armor definitely expected to go over to Scump. Formal popped Psychosis last time around.
This is a good map for Psychosis, yeah.
Uses it yet again. Definitely very useful, especially when pushing into that B cave.
All right, so Karma probably go for the Heat Wave as Felony picks up Kinetic Armor for his team. Maybe might see Killa pick up Overdrive along with Methods for their respective teams. Fully expect to see Camo get picked up, and there you go. Karma decides on picking Heat Wave. Now Killa and BL Fire's turn. As BL Fire picks up Camo, Killa might go for Overdrive here. Camo also available. We'll see what these players decide to pick.
Killa just waiting things on out. Last time OpTic Gaming not using the active camo. This time it looks like they're not going to get it again, as you expect Scump to grab Kinetic Armor. There it is. Methods grabs Overdrive, and that's going to do it, folks, for the Ban and Protect and Specialist Draft phase for this Game 5 between CLG and OpTic Gaming. Now, as we kind of load on in, no matter what really happens in this Game 5, let's talk about Killa really quick so far in this series. More than did well in the hard point. The second Search and Destroy, pretty even game.
Yeah, like 6 and 7.
Yeah, the uplink did it just as well as the rest of his team. And then that CTF, that second side was all him, baby.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't want to put it all on Killa, but he's just the one variable between OpTic Gaming and this match.
I think that everyone realizes that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you play with Crim for your first 10 matches in the league or 11 matches in the league, and now you have Killa in, you're going to want to wonder kind of how he's going to perform. But Killa, man, I want to see this guy get on a league team, Revan. I think he's more than deserving of it.
What team should go after Killa? Maybe like a TK?
I don't know how Killa fits in with the kind of culture of TK. You gotta get a good
Honestly,
fit
I
for
think
Killa
would be more than happy to get on any league team at this point.
Oh, definitely. But at the same time, I mean, you need someone who can kind of keep Killa reeled in, right? Killa kind of goes off on some theories from time to time.
I mean, Killa and Nesso have teamed in the past.
Killa's also the guy that thought the Bal AE camo from Advanced Warfare did extra damage. Meanwhile, it was just like a custom weapon skin. Killa's the guy who kind of thinks that people are after him in the real world when really they just so happen to see him and like say hello, and he's like, yo, this guy, I gotta watch out for this guy. You gotta watch out for this guy. He's coming after me. I don't know what this fool's gonna do.
I love Killa, man. Used to team with him back in the day.
Yeah.
I have a lot of playing experience with Killa. Loved watching him progress and grow as a player, and I agree with you. I would just love to see him find his way onto any league team.
I think he's deserving too. I mean, not just saying it because of his past, but from everything I've seen from him, especially at South Carolina, tonight in the league matches in the past few weeks, Killa, you know, he's been doubting himself as of late in regards to, you know, should I continue to try to push for pro? Should I really just kind of lay back to just streaming and maybe doing, like, content? You can see he still has that fire under him, right? He still wants it. He still wants to go for it. Please, team in the league, you want to make a good change? You want to build a great brand? You want someone fun on your team? You pick up Adam Killa Sloss.
I feel like he'd be a great asset to just about every team out there.
Yeah?
Yeah, world champion, a lot of experience under his belt.
Great haircut.
Great beard as well.
The beard really makes a difference.
You're looking for a player with a great beard, you go after Killa. As we're entering the final map of this series between Counter Logic Gaming
I'm standing up for this one.
And OpTic
I'm standing up for this one.
It's going to be Game 5, Search and Destroy on Hunted. Starting things out with Karma. No, wait, we're going over to Killa. Let's see what this guy's in store for us.
Oh, you juked everybody at home there, Revan. And it looks like OpTic Gaming are going to try to execute towards this A site. Just fast hands and blast suppressor. And now who's this, or dead silence, sorry. Who's this push all the way up for OpTic Gaming near that bottom bridge area? It's a bomb carrier. It's going to be Karma. He's going to get first blooded by Felony. Nicely done by Felony to assess the situation and back on up before he can get traded by OG.
Playing over near that waterfall area. It's going to be Killa watching the flank. He's going to catch one player, sprinting, finds the kill onto Perplex, but he's going to get challenged once again. Another player to get past, it's going to be Methods. He spots him. He's going to go ahead and challenge that. Methods was with the kill, but on the other side, Felony was taken down.
They know. Okay.
All down to Methods 1-on-2.
I mean, that works out for OG there. They know where Methods is, and now they're going to begin to push on in. Methods could hit a great timing where he can pick up both players. He does get spotted. He's going to get pinched on in. Scump with the first blood. or first blood in round wins for OpTic Gaming as they go up 1-0 here in Game 5, folks. They might be able to do this reverse sweep, Brevin.
All right, good start from OpTic Gaming, but still very early on in the game.
Yep.
CLG will not have a chance to respond on their offensive round, but for the most part, I think this is a slightly favored defensive kind of map. But there's certainly ways where the offense can pull out a win. Just flipping through these players. I want to see what these guys are using. So 3 M8s, 1 VMP. Perplex, you got the only SMG. I'm going to be watching you, bud.
He's going to begin to flood right up towards B, but look at the stack from OpTic Gaming. They've got 2 players here ready to go.
Boost
the hold is going to be crucial. Perplex is going to flood on in. Are they ready for this one, though? It doesn't appear so. It's first blood to Felony. Scump answers back with one of his own, but the number advantage is here for CLG. The offensive round win that they would definitely want to start this game off and try to tie up the series 1-1. All
right, so they've cleared out the area past the bomb. They need to immediately go for the plant, because the longer you wait to go for the plant, the longer OG have to kind of set up and get a push going. So immediately, Methods, he's going to get the bomb down, and now it gets progressively tougher for these OpTic Gaming players. You got Formal, he's going to go around the flank. Scump could hit the wall run here at mid, but it looks like he's going to choose to go underwater here.
Formal's going to be the difference maker for me on this flank. How slow is he going to wind up playing this one? It does look like he's narrowly peeking on up. He's got 1 player to beat. Can't win that engagement as of yet. Will the challenge from Water come in? It does appear so, but this bait and switch might wind up working out perfectly for OpTic Gaming.
Pops out.
Scump needs to flood on out. Sees 1 player on bridge, gets the kill. Formal's there as well. He finds 1 Felony just behind.
Oh.
And the mantle for OpTic Gaming. Frustrating for Scump there as Felony picks up, what, 3 or 4 kills that round?
I mean, you said it was going to come down to what Formal could do on the flank. Well, the player that's closest to the flank was Felony. As Formal comes around and challenges, he takes fire, forced to back down, repositions. After that, Felony jumps out of the water. They thought they had that area clear, but Felony now taking advantage of that. They answer back. We're all tied up 1 round apiece.
3-1 starts from both Scump and Formal. You know, that, and then what's key too there is, right, they get that final kill. Even if one of them lives, they earn themselves an HC.
Yeah.
Instead, neither get that score streak. And instead of going for an A push, it looks like OpTic Gaming have kind of begun to switch things up as they push towards this cave. And Felony again with first blood down onto Karma.
Good early positioning. Killa falls as well. Felony with 2 early kills in the round. There we go. He finally gets taken down, but Foreign puts himself in an awkward position. It's going to be Perplex capitalizing on that. CLG, great defensive round. You said Felony has streaks. What does he have? Just the HC?
I believe he does have that HC. He was on a 5 streak there, started off 6-1. Beautiful job by Methods to recognize the situation, to push through cave instead of playing kind of more passively. Gets the kill on the Scump. Now that could have definitely come back to bite him if he died there.
Yeah.
Thankfully for him, though, he was pre-aiming that corner. CLG go up 2-1 in Game 5.
All right, so I just want to see what exactly Felony has, just to be sure. Okay, HC almost 3/4 of the way towards his kinetic armor. Nothing on the side of OpTic Gaming. It's going to be CLG here on offense. Maybe use the HC, just try to get some early information over near B.
Well, looks like they're going to try to go towards this middle area of the map. Hasn't called in the score streak as of yet. OpTic Gaming don't really have too much positioning near A.
Oh! He spots 1 player over near the mid lobby. He's going to lay down some shots and takes down Karma, but he's immediately traded after. I think CLG can pounce right now on the A bomb site. I mean, normally you don't see kind of like a setup. You know, you see 2 players over near mid. You got to think that they got to have 1 at B, maybe 1 more at A. At worst case scenario, you're fighting a 3-1 over here.
Formal. Will he out position his opponents? He knows something's got to be going on over here. BL Fire does take him down. The number advantage back to CLG, and it's going to be up to Killa to hold this red room all on his lonesome.
Method's now going to rotate over, help out his teammates, but CLG from this position, they could really decide to go to either bomb site. They could push you kind of like that C-Dom area over towards the B-bomb. As both OpTic Gaming players, they really need to kind of get together here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. But here comes CLG. They're going to push their way into the bomb site as soon as Killa stops watching this doorway. This
might work out for OG. They're going to go check B. They're going to see the bomb get planted and then run right back over. Scump can just get 1 kill with this AR, even things back out, then they play for an efficient trade. It might work out in the end.
So the thing about just clearing out this like back forest area is there's so much room that you need to check, and granted you can't check everything back here, and time already starting to wind down. 25 seconds left on the bomb timer. Killa, he gets taken down, all down up to Scump, and a 1-on-3 he's spotted. CLG start to build a lead. They go up 3-1.
Nicely done by CLG. It's just efficient trading, Revin, so far by the squad.
And Felony, you know, getting first blood opens things up for his team so many times.
Yeah, even that gunfight versus Karma. I mean, Karma starting off this game 0-4, quite uncharacteristic from him. Felony just keeps getting the shots down from range. Oh, man, I mean, look, Karma's still with that donut. We'll watch him this round. See what he's able to accomplish for this team. Can he turn things around? He's been getting first blooded, what, 3 rounds so far this game?
I haven't really been counting. I know he got first blooded in the last round, but he's going to switch things up as he takes out SMG, so maybe going to be a bit more aggressive as OpTic Gaming looking to attack. And, oh, well, he finds 2 ball-running CLG players. Scump is there for the trade, but once again, Karma gets first blooded. It's probably going to be Felony here, yeah, pushing up through the water. Puts himself in a good position to make something happen. RK5 in his back pocket. There's going to be, right around this rock. Is he going to check his corner? He gets spotted out. Good timing from Scumpy as OpTic Gaming finally they have the man advantage.
That was the moment where you clench basically every muscle you have in your body. Thankfully for OG fans, Scump spots Felony before the ladder.
It's going to be Methods. He might spot these
I love this positioning. But did he spot anybody on the hop? I don't think so.
Oh, look to your right, please, Methods.
Again, the timing. There you go. Takes down Scump. That is bombed down, and there's no way they trade that kill out. As what was a number advantage to OpTic Gaming is now gone in this round 5.
All right, so the bomb was dropped momentarily. Killa picks it back up. Methods still with positioning over near the A-bomb site. It's going to be BL Fire near B. Methods, good stuff by him. He can win the round for his team right here. He's going to check the bomb site. Please check the bomb site. You'll find both OpTic Gaming members here. Spots one at the door. Sees the one with planning. The bomb goes down. He finds 1 kill. Can he clean up the second? He has an HCXD available to use. Spots 1 player, the final one. Moving over towards lobby.
Pinch.
BL Fire coming around from the side. Spots him here. Psychosis is deployed. Wow. The kill is made. Big plays from CLG as they go up 4-1.
CLG just continue to make the plays happen. They're going to get themselves an HC. BL Fire is close to active camo, and now as this game goes on, Revan, things are looking good for CLG to close out the series 3-2.
I mean, now CLG, they're starting to get tools to give them advantages in these upcoming rounds. They have 2 HCXDs. They're starting to get some specialist abilities. As BL Fire spots Formal, as soon as that Psychosis is popped, unfortunate timing for Formal there.
They just danced around each other.
Yeah, I mean, they really didn't have time to do much.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Methods makes big plays for his team in that round.
No, I mean, like Formal and BL Fire. Yeah. Formal had an opportunity to spot him, but as he peeked up in the red room, no, don't worry. The clones don't do much dancing. 3 HCs from CLG. Overdrive being popped by Methods, and he's going to try to force the action right away near this B side.
So he could kind of ledge slide into the wall run here, and he's going to find some very early timings over near the B bomb side. As he spots no one here, they should immediately go for the bomb plant. BL Fire should be running towards that bomb, and he should be planning momentarily.
That's exactly what's going to happen, as now it's up to OpTic Gaming to go on this 4-on-4 break. An HC is called in. He's going to go right into the water. Gets the kill, and now it's a 4v2 number advantage. Another disastrous round for OpTic Gaming. They do find 1 kill, though, near middle map. Perplex on the flank.
He's going to come behind both of them.
He's going to be the game changer right here if he can just pinch onto OpTic Gaming.
Well, BL Fire might pop camo here. He's under fire, just going to wall run.
Wow,
gets to safety, but they give up possession over near the bomb site. Formal turns around, catches one sprinting, doesn't finish the kill. It's all to Karma. Shoots Felony in the back. We'll find one more near the bomb site. It's on to a one-on-one as he's getting tagged up from behind on BL Fire. BL Fire, you're going to check the bomb. Is Karma going to get this? He's going to pop. Camo
he's got it.
Comes around the corner, spots Karma.
Nicely done, BL Fire. Woo. They had no idea where he was in that final situation. He was able to sneak out the top middle before when he was tagged up. Even uses the camo to be just safe enough. And now it's CLG 1 round away from clutching up in Game 5 to win the series versus OpTic Gaming.
They win the first 2 maps, drop the uplink, drop the CTF, but they look more than alive here in the Search and Destroy Game 5. Looking through the guys on OpTic Gaming, they almost have an overdrive. They almost have kinetic armor. Not sure if they will earn them in this round, not sure if they will come into play, but Scump, he's 7-5, the lead slayer for his team right now. As well, they need him more than ever going into the 7th round, and Formal opens things up with first blood.
That's what they need, 1 round at a time. You know, they just need to get the kills middle map. They need to make the crazy plays happen. It looks like their version of crazy plays is through the water. Somehow Methods gets a kill on Killa. Oh! Beautiful shot from Formal. That snapshot with the M8 shows why he's one of the best in the game with that weapon.
All right, so they have an HC, almost kinetic armor for the side of CLG, but the OpTic Gaming members, they're a little bit bunched up over near this bomb site, so HC can definitely do some work. Methods trying to find position. They know OpTic Gaming are near this side of the map. There he goes. Bomb gets planted. Methods pushes in. He gets taken out. Felony trying to find a kill for his kinetic armor. He gets shut down, so OpTic Gaming staying alive to see at least one more round. And now they're going to be starting to earn their specialist abilities now, so kinetic armor will be earned. Overdrive should be earned as well. So they're going to have some tools available to them to try to win out some more rounds here.
They need to make the comeback happen. Still 4 more rounds in a row. I don't know if they have what it takes, Revan, to make it happen.
Well, let's just look through. Okay, so they have Overdrive, they have Kinetic, 3/4 of the way towards Heat Wave. So, I mean, they're in an okay position to win this round, but from the side of CLG, Felony's close to his Kinetic Armor. You got a Dart, almost a Heat Wave as well, and they still have this H60 from Methods. So it's going to be an aggressive B-push from OpTic Gaming. Oh, and Methods with First Blood takes down Killa.
I'm surprised they're pushing.
I think he uses Overdrive there.
Oh, that's true, yeah, because, again, Overdrive just not working, and now they find OpTic Gaming down a man in this round 8.
Karma can make a play happen as he pops up near middle map. Similar situation to earlier, and he's just going to run right past this player. Oh, no, he runs past two potentially. No, he gets right behind BL-Fire as he finds the kill with the Dart onto Scumpy. It's going to be Karma spotted out all down to Formal, trades the kill into Felony. He's going to hightail it directly out of here as he peeks back around, catches one CLG player, finishes the kill into Methods. Where's Perplexed? He's on the middle map area, closing in on the bomb. H60 available. Not a situation where you want to use it, though.
God,
also has Psychosis.
Formal, 30 seconds left. Perplexed doesn't even have the bomb yet.
He's got Heat Wave, though. Best specialist to have one-on-one, but where's he going?
He's rotating all the way around the side. Formal just needs to hold from this back rock in the one-on-one scenario. He can see the bomb, too. Oh, this is everything you could ever want for Formal to clutch on up here.
Yeah, oh.
He knows Perplexed grabs it.
Is he going to have time? I think he will be able to get this
He's going to check the correct side as well. Formal's going to rotate on over. He could catch him while planning. Formal's got to go right now in this final round.
Oh, he sees him. Pops over. And
Imagine.
Formal with the huge clutch for OpTic Gaming. They keep them
alive
for another round.
Imagine Perplexed pops Heat Wave and somehow kills Formal. That would have been just a disaster.
Best case scenario, but now CLG, they've lost 2 in a row. OpTic Gaming building some momentum.
They continue to hold on. Now it's 5-3.
Is this going to be another Millennium versus Vitality here?
I don't even want to know. I really don't, because
Kinetic, HC,
still,
Heat Wave.
They have everything they need. They just need to execute one round.
Yeah, Killa uses Overdrive last round.
That would definitely explain it. And OpTic Gaming looks
Psychosis
like
into
be a B push.
60 into B.
They've got someone top red. On the other side of things, CLG's ready for this one. It looks like the push is going to come right out. The HC being called in by Formal. He's going to try to spot any players near that B site. He's got one ready to go. Karma gets First Blood down onto Felony. That was, I believe, inside the water. Methods is here. The nade. No kill for CLG, who's just flanking on up through the water. It's going to be Perplexed with the Heat Wave. This could be a monster play right now.
Everybody's stacked up.
They're all stacked up. Karma gets another kill, and OpTic Gaming just got the best timing they could imagine, as Perplexed is nowhere near the squad. OG fully rotating. Look at those 4 red silhouettes.
So if he finds these players on the bomb site, does he still use Heat Wave?
Oh my God, imagine if he gets a 4-piece right now with the Heat Wave. He's got the VMP ready to go. That large clip could work out. Did he see the player on the site? He's going to wind up getting on in. He gets one kill on the Scump. He'll get out alive. The bomb planted. Methods and Perplexed left in the 2-on-3. Formal makes it a 1-on-3 now, and Perplexed did get a second kill, actually, so it's a 1v2. He has Heat Wave. Oh my God, he can still make this happen. He's going to slide on in. Heat Wave's killer. It's a 1v1. Perplexed one shot. Oh my God. Formal gets the kill to stay alive. OpTic Gaming with life still.
Get Heat Wave? No, he was protected. Perplexed making the most of the situation, though. Formal is single-handedly keeping OpTic Gaming in this match.
He's, what, 11-5. Killa at 2-9 right now, as we were hyping him up so much before this game. Not get it done at the moment, so let's see what they still have to work with.
Oh, he's fully streaked out.
Lightning and Hellstorm. Does Karma have Heat Wave? Scump has Kinetic Armor. On the other side of things, they still have Kinetic Armor. No more Heat Wave, no more active camo, possibly an Overdrive soon from Methods, but there's no one near the B site.
Are they playing for the streak here?
No one's near the B site.
I don't think you can kill somebody with a Lightning Strike or a Hellstorm.
No one's in the B site.
Well, we'll find one player off guard here.
He's going to get a kill, but they need to execute right away. The bomb's going to get planted, and OpTic Gaming, they need to go right away towards this B site.
Perplex is still alive. Perplex can make something happen here.
Who's this player on the street? He could hit a great timing at Perplex. That's going to be another kill for Scump. He's going to make it a 4-on-2. They call him the Lightning as well.
It almost team killed Karma. But Perplex is coming right up. These players, he's spotted out. He gets hanging out all down to Methods. He uses his HC, doesn't find a kill, has Overdrive, but not a situation where you want to use it. We're going to round 11.
What does OpTic Gaming have? Formal used all of his streaks.
He's going to get close to Psychosis for sure.
They're going to. Who are they giving this one to? Scump. Scump is going to be 50 off of an HC. Oh my
CLG were
God.
up 5-1. And these are 4 rounds in a row for OpTic Gaming. But he used the lightning strike, used the health storms.
I can't imagine being CLG in this position. Let's see who's on defense. 19, 28, 31, 18, 25, 30. OpTic Gaming at defense by 1 kill in this round 11.
I mean, CLG, you got to close it out sometime, man.
Jesus.
You had...
This is not good for my heart.
Now 5 rounds.
What do you do? You have overdrive on methods. Is he the playmaker?
Popping it right here, yeah.
Here it is.
He's going to ledge slide into the B-bomb. Just like he has been last time he used it.
Well, here he goes. There's going to be no one in position in the middle map, but OpTic Gaming have 3 players moving towards this B site. They could be completely ready for this one. They know Methods has a kill and gets a first blood with the nade. Methods flies on in. The trade comes in. OpTic Gaming now in a 3-on-2, and they still have, I believe, kinetic armor ready to go. What does Perplexed have? Does Perplexed have anything?
So Scump used his kinetic right there. Karma has Heat Wave. Perplexed with nothing. BL Fire with nothing. But these guys, they're splitting up. This is not what you want to do. You guys need to play together.
Look at how far back they're playing.
OpTic Gaming, they're going to give up the B site. They know they have the man advantage. They're going to play for the trades, and obviously it's going to work in their favor because CLG, they're going over to the A site. Perplex, you didn't see that player. He's going to take some fire. No, don't challenge.
Yeah, what is that? He's trying to run up with the submachine gun. BL Fire, is he planting the bomb? He is. OpTic Gaming need to make the break happen right now.
Perfect for Karma with the
CLG can still get this done. The HC is in. They've spotted one. Perplexed still in the back of the map. They know where he's at. He's going to get challenged from multiple angles. He's getting tagged up. Killa finds the kill. That's his 2nd kill of this round. Actually, I believe his 3rd. And OpTic Gaming are going to move on in. BL Fire left in the 1-on-3. Do they have the defuse coming in? Yep. I believe Scump is on it. He's halfway there. He's going to have to challenge. He finds 1 kill down on the Karma. He goes to the site. He'll get the defuse. Yes, they do. And OpTic Gaming mount the 5-1 comeback and win the series 6-5 in Game 11. Killa clutches up in the end. You know, we talked about how when it was 5-4,
like
2-9,
finishes 6-9.
6-9, Formal at 12-6, Cup at 10-7, and CLG lose after going up 2-0.
2-0. They're up 5-1 in that final S&D, and they find a way to lose that game. I mean, Formal, he goes big leading up to that.
The courage curse. I'm free. I am free. Thank you.
You get to keep your job as a caster.
I do. But no, seriously, CLG, I got to give a shout out to them because
they're playing super. I mean, they did play very well up until that last game.
Yeah, up until the final moments. What changed, Revin? I mean,
it looked like they were just they put pressure on themselves, right? And they just weren't finding the first bloods. They weren't trading the kills. I mean, in that last round, Methods was the player that was supposed to lead in with overdrive. It was his teammate who got first blooded by a grenade. That player over near the bridge was supposed to be there to trade the kill out in case Methods dies. I mean, Methods does find the first kill for his team, but because he doesn't have that AR player now looking over him, things just fall apart from there. I mean, CLG, they try to make the most of it. Perplexed, challenges like 2 players all the way near the back, leaves BL Fire all alone. BL Fire does find 1, but Karma has his Heat Wave. Everything goes in favor of OpTic Gaming in that final round. And you see what happens when they start playing as a team, playing for the trades.
Yep.
They close out these games. What a crazy way to start out this day, man.
Oh, Killa with the first blood nade, too, in round 11. Scump cleans up the kill onto B there in that early round on the game. That was when Felony was just hitting every single shot.
Look, you see the rounds just going up in CLG.
Yeah.
It was 1-0, 1-1, 3-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1 now. They go up 5-1, man. They make plays all around the map. They're chaining kills together, helping each other out. Here's Karma losing the, well, not clutching the 1v3. Tough scenario for him, but CLG, they're up 5-1. And then slowly, round by round, OpTic Gaming, they come back into the game. You got the Perplex almost clutching here. Formal goes big time and time again for his team. He finishes at 12-6. Killa had a rough start. You see him, he's 2-9 here. So in the final 2 rounds, he picks up 4 kills.
What a bold kind of play by Formal to use both streaks in round 10 because they knew they had to force a round 11. You might as well to get the job done. And they do just that. And that's just one matchup of all the action tonight. Up next, we're going to have DT versus H2K. You won't want to miss it. The night is just getting started here in the Call of Duty World League, and we've probably just had one of our best series we've seen throughout Stage 1. OpTic Gaming coming back from being down 2-0 in the series to going down 5-1 in Game 5 and then winning in Round 11 off of the beautiful first blood Kobe nade by Killa. OpTic Gaming soar on the backs of the Bald Eagle to win the series 3-2 against CLG.
I mean, CLG, you got to close out that series a lot early. You not only do you win the first map, you steal the hard point, you show up in that search and destroy, then you fall a little bit flat in the next two game modes, and then what better start could you want? You go up 5-1, then you lose the next 5 rounds. Formal going huge for his team, but that's only the first match of the night. What do we